Hello, everybody. We are back. Welcome to episode 128 of the Primetime Gorehounds. I am Primetime James Thomas with the Gorehounds. So Paul Burt from Davenport, Iowa, one from the UK, watching the 1986 rock horror film Trick or Treat from 1986, not 2007. For those that may get confused. On November 5th, 2025 at 3:31 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Yeah, we are!
Mr. Deed, hopefully everyone has had a great week so far. Happy hump day, everybody. We are halfway through the week. Hope everybody has gotten the Halloween hangover out their spirit. We are officially in November. Holiday season is upon us. Festival time. A fun time for most. But tonight we're going to have a good time here watching Trick or Treat. Before we get started, please hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to share the video. And of course, don't forget to comment in the live chat or in the archive. And thank you everybody for watching the show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching Trick or Treat in 1986. Before we get started, Paul, how are you?
Been doing good. Post-Halloween hangover, of course. I mean, we had a couple of good Halloween movies to play and had a good time with all that. And tomorrow I'm going to be, even though it's a voluntary position, I'm going to be doing some voluntary stuff at the museum. That's going to be fun. And kind of kicking myself because 2 days ago I didn't realize until it was too late. I had an email from my casting agency that I was offered a role for a TV commercial, which would have paid some pretty good money in there. And I missed the fucking email. I already had my mom chew my head off, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, guys, I'm really not in the mood for another verbal tongue lashing for now. I'm kind of kicking myself as it is. But apart from that, everything's been good. I have, doing my photography stuff with everything as well. And I got I got a whole weekend of photography coming up Saturday and Sunday. So 2 bands back to back and whatever else is coming soon. But it's been good despite that that downer of missing out on a good acting gig. But hey, it's always next time.
Yeah, it's been a rough week for you, hasn't it, Paul? I mean, last week you get the wrong movie.
That was Amazon's fault.
And this time you missed out on a good payday. Damn, man. But hopefully, that gig. Maybe things happen for a reason. You never know. But yeah, as for me, nothing has changed. So everything is still the same. Outside the fact that ate a lot of candy over the weekend. I feel completely terrible. But
imagine.
I felt like shit afterwards, man. Eating a bag of candy at 32 is nothing like how it was when eating it when you're 12.
We're getting old.
Well, no. You're getting old. I'm getting better. But
wait until you reach my number, dude.
I'm getting better, Paul. You're getting old, but but yeah, the body just reacts differently when you ingest too much sweet, and when you're older, never again. But for those who are new to the channel, again, had a couple new subscribers. We watch movies and react to them. It's that simple. We are not necessarily a movie review channel. We are watchers. So, and tonight we are watching Trick or Treat from 1986. Now, Paul, when you present this movie, I thought you was talking about the 2007 version, which I love that version, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this version. Never heard of it. Never seen it. But apparently it's gotten a cult following over the years. Is that
Oh,
correct?
yeah, yeah. This movie has a solid cult following. I remember when I saw this movie years ago when I was a kid, during my parents' movie rental nights with their friends, and I just remember actually enjoying this movie, and it's also, to my knowledge, one of the first horror movies that merged horror with rock and heavy metal, because at the time in the 80s, like, rock and heavy metal was like massive back then. So to have these two elements blend together for this one movie was actually an interesting thing. And also it features guest appearances by Gene Simmons, who was in Kiss, and of course the late great legendary Ozzy Osbourne's in this movie too. um but yeah, the movie tells a story about this kid who's a heavy metal fan, but he's also an outcast in his high school, and his heavy metal hero, Sammy Kerr, played by Danny Field. Danny Fields. And if you don't know who he is, he was actually, when he was alive, he was a dancer, and he's appeared in a couple of music videos that Michael Jackson was involved in. James, I don't know if you knew about that before.
No, I did not. Interesting.
Yeah, but apparently this was actually, he's done a couple of music videos. He did some for, I think it was Beat It and Thriller. He did a couple of stage performance shows as well, and he's done some movie stuff. But this is like the movie he's like best known for playing this character. But unfortunately, he passed away 30 years ago due to a HIV related cancer. But yeah. But anyway, back to the story. This kid finds out that his rock and roll hero dies, and he gets a copy of this album that was never released. And it turns out that Sammy Kerr is back from beyond the grave, and he's planning something fucked up. I'm not going to say what's going to happen. You have to watch this movie to see. But yeah, like I said, this movie has a cult following. It's been around for like 40 years now, and just recently they just released it on 4K on import, which at the moment I heard about that, I just said, yeah, I need to pick this movie up immediately, because this movie, before it even had a 4K release, this movie was very hard to get, because it didn't have a massive like release, and it just didn't. I don't know. For some reason, this is one of those movies that kind of just fell off the radar for a while. But fans that knew about the movie back at the time and introduced it to new fans, that's how it's been still circulating through YouTube and all that and everything like that.
Oh, okay. I've never seen this film at all. This is my first time watching this. Okay, it is interesting that Gene Simmons and Ozzy's in this film. Sounds like an interesting plot. Okay, so pretty much about a rocker coming back from the dead.
Pretty much, after he makes a deal with the devil.
Okay, all right. Okay. Cool. Sounds interesting. Sounds intriguing. Yeah, just let me okay, cool. All right. So I guess let's go ahead and get this started. Now I'm watching this on Amazon, Prime. It was very difficult for me to find this at first, but I was able to find it. Got a free trial on Screambox. Got to make sure I end that shit once this shit's over. Yeah, so we are about 14 seconds in where we see the Laureantis Entertainment Group. I don't think I highly doubt that's around anymore.
I think the daughter still runs the film business, but Dino's not around anymore.
What movies have they produced over the years outside of this?
Well, outside of this, I know they did films like Hannibal. I think they were involved in one of the Evil Dead films. I think it was probably Army of Darkness. But yeah, they were involved in a lot of movies back in its heyday, and I know Hannibal and Silence of the Lambs was one of them.
Those aren't big movies at all. Yeah. But okay, all right. So about 14 seconds in. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. Okay, so all right, the rules go. 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, let's just say someone's going to literally grab you out of the TV.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in. Here we go. Man, it's been a minute since I've seen this movie. It's one of my favorites. And it's got great music too.
Starring Mark Price,
Yep.
Tony Fields,
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Argolini.
Yep.
All right,
Doug
we're
Savant.
on the same page.
Yep. There you go. Gene Simmons as Nuke, who was the radio DJ. He was originally going to play Sammy Kerr, but he opted to do the DJ guy instead. There's Tony Fields there in the poster. Now this entire soundtrack was done by a band called Fastway, and I actually do have this album on my Walkman, so I do listen to this every once in a while. It's a cool album. Judas Priest there in its heydays. Anthrax, I see the hat there. James will probably know that I'm a bit of a metal nerd, so I know most of the bands they're going to probably have posters of on here.
Oh yes, if you was around in the there's Ozzy. But yeah, but if you was a teenager in the 80s and 90s, that was a great time to be it was a great time to be a rock fan. That was rock in its heyday.
Yeah. My mom was in her late teens, man. She was rocking that stuff back then.
Yes, this was the era of the hair band.
Yeah, bands like Motley Crue, Twisted Sister, but it was also the beginnings of thrash metal. You had bands like Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, Anthrax, which is the big four. And if I remember correctly, I think Metallica's arguably their best album, Master of Puppets, came out around the same year as well. And Ozzy just released Shot in the Dark, if I remember correctly. But yeah, man.
But yeah, this is also 1986. So this was during a time in horror where it was in an interesting position. Now we're still in the heyday of the slasher era, but it's going through a slow decline at this point. And this was like around 1986. This is like very much into the MTV era of movies, and yeah, by 1986, slasher was on a very big decline. Not big, but it was slow. It was starting to show. Yeah, it was starting to show wear and tear in the cracks. And Friday the 13th 6 came out around this year too. Yeah. I would say 1986 was like the beginning of the end, because by the time Halloween 4 came out in 88, yeah, slasher was really on the decline.
Yeah,
I still feel that Halloween 4, if it came out in 86 or 85, I think people would look at it completely differently. It's already held in high regard, but it would but if it came out like during the peak of the slasher run, it'd be oh my god, the level would be tenfold.
Yeah. Oh man, high school jocks.
Oh shit! Oh shit! So took his towel off.
Oh man, that sucks.
Oh no! Oh,
even worse.
No. Oh no!
Even worse, right in front of the fucking.
Not in front of the volleyball thing. That's fucked up. Took a photo of him. That's fucked up.
Man, what the fuck?
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Unfortunately, guys like metal kids like me back in the day, Yeah, I kind of know that feeling. Well, I've never had that happen to me, but I know how
Yeah,
it
but
feels to be an
you got the
outcast.
pants.
No, I never had that happen to me personally, but when it comes to being an outcast at school because of my taste of music, yeah, I can relate. He's writing a letter to his hero, Sammy.
So this is this guy here is a rocker that this kid is a fan of.
Yes.
Okay, all right, I'm following you. Ah, fan mail. Back then, folks, celebrities wasn't as accessible as they are now. You could just go on Instagram or go
Facebook,
on
whatever.
Facebook or Twitter. You could just DM them a message like, "Hey, what's up?" Back then, you had to send fan mail to your celebrities.
Yeah, it was all about, if you knew the address, just send it there.
If you knew the address, that'd be fucking weird. But there was fan clubs. There was fan clubs
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah. But that's how some of the bands got their followings back in the day. A lot of tape trading, especially in the metal community. A lot of it was through fan mails and word of mouth and all that stuff. Well, there's Sammy on TV rocking. And oh my God, during the 80s, this is during the time when you had the PTA scare with, Al Gore's missus trying to censor the kind of music that we listen
You
to.
bought a snake?
Yes, he bit a snake's head off.
God, and he's drinking the blood. Oh, god damn.
Yep. That's what
That's
happened.
not. Yeah, that's not demonic.
Ozzy bit a bat's head off back in the day. Let's not forget that.
And that shit was crazy. That shit was nuts.
I know, right?
By the way, I mean, look, I'm not saying Ozzy didn't do it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. But you would think there'd be some video of him doing that shit back in the day.
Well, that's
been a legend for like 50 years.
Well, there was this one news article when he was at I think it was some presidential guest appearance. He bit a dove's head off, and there's photos of that.
Oh, there's photos of it.
Yeah, go look it up.
I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look it up.
I'll probably find them after the gig.
Yeah, I'm never gonna look at them.
Wuss.
Yes, this is during a time when
Yep. And then he just finds out
social comments.
Yeah, he died in a hotel.
Oh, he died.
And he's like, what the fuck? Yep. That I'll tell you, man. When you get word of one of your favorite musicians passing away, yeah, it hurts. And you remember when I told you when Ozzy passed away, I was like, fuck, dude, that one sucked when that one happened.
Oh God, I know. Like when Michael Jackson passed, that literally fucked up my whole summer.
Yeah. Well,
I was not right, bro. That whole summer, bro, when Michael passed. That one was rough.
Yeah, I mean, like some of my favorite music heroes in the last 10 or 15 years passed away, like Pete Steele from Typo Negative in 2010, Ronnie James Dio, Paul Gray from Slipknot. And then you had the drummer from Pantera, he passed away, Paul Vinny. And then you had Dimebag in 2004, he got killed. And then you find out about Ozzy, who passed away 17 days after his final live performance. And I remember just tuning on the news. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This can't be real. I told my friends, like, no fucking way. And then I told my mom, and she was just crushed. And here's Gene Simmons. It's funny, too, because this is a guy that was originally going to be penned to play Sammy Kerr, but he didn't like the script. And then they tried to get Blackie Lawless from Wasp to play Sammy Kerr, but he turned that down. But Gene Simmons decided, I'm going to go ahead and play this role because it was impersonating one of his favorite radio DJs, and that's where this character came from.
Gene Simmons. I know. I may. Well, actually, some Kiss fans actually may agree with me. I've always heard that Gene is a big egotistical asshole.
Yeah, he is. He's a greedy bastard too.
Oh, he is. Oh, okay, all right.
And and the crazy shit is he knows it. He doesn't give a shit. He makes no bones about it. He
Now,
knows.
when it comes to Kiss, again, I know Kiss has a very, very, very big fan base that spans like decades. I understand that.
Yeah,
But
and recently,
as far as musicians, I always thought. I mean, I may sound crazy, but I always thought as musicians, I always thought that they were overrated. But however, as showmen, as like putting on a show, they're
oh
great.
yeah, they could put on a show like nobody's fucking business back in the day, dude. And they made about I think it was about 20 albums they did. The last one in 2012, and then they had those like final world tours and everything. They were gonna do a gig here in my hometown in Plymouth. We bought tickets for it, but then they canceled it because we don't have an airport in our town, and they couldn't be fucked to go on a tour bus. They decided to pull the plug on doing the tour date down here, and I was just like, well, that's some fucking shit right there. Pissed a bunch of fans off.
It'd be funny if this kid said, "Someone told you look like Gene Simmons from Kiss."
Yeah, that's
funny. Any one of the posters he tore down was a Kiss poster.
Yes, yeah, that was one of the posters.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but yeah, like I mean, and also just
what did he just hand him? What did he just hand him?
Sammy Kerr's final album, which is called Songs to the Keys of Death, which is a parody to Songs to the Keys of Life by Stevie Wonder. And it's the only acetate copy of that vinyl released. He's got another one as well that he's going to be playing at midnight, but he gave that one just for his number one fan, who's that guy right there.
Okay, so this is what was the Rock's name? Sammy Kerr?
Yeah, the guy's name was Sammy Kerr, yeah.
Okay, is this so he has the very last album he ever recorded.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And this is gonna sound crazy, but you look at the main character's dress attire. That's kind of still how I dress today. With a shirt and metal T-shirt and some camel pants.
Jeez,
that's like that's the quintessential like heavy metal uniform. So gotta look the part sometimes.
In 1986, was this during the time because there was a period in Kiss where they went without the makeup, right?
Yeah, that was that was their glam metal days, and this was also during the time when Alice Cooper started jumping into the whole heavy metal kind of shock rock phase of his career at this point. When he came back with that that's the album where he's on the Snake cover, where he did Teenage Frankenstein, and of course that song he did for Friday the 13th Part 6. That was his comeback album at the time, if I remember correctly. And I think Lou might help me out on this because she's more of a metal person as I am. I think Wasp just released their second album. Oh, fuck, there's that damn photo. Yeah, Wasp just released their second album at that point.
Yeah, apparently, according to Kiss fans, like when I remember actually seeing clips of that telecast. Like when Kiss like showed themselves out the makeup, apparently that was a very big deal.
It was. I mean, like that there was the first time anybody saw that band without the makeup. They didn't bring the makeup back again until I think it was the late 90s when the original
reunion
lineup,
concert.
Yeah. And I don't know if anybody doesn't know
original it was a reunion. It was with the original lineup, right?
Yeah, Ace, Peter Criss, and Ace Frehley, and rest in peace to Ace Frehley, who passed away not too long ago from a brain hemorrhage after a fall. Ragman. That was the original name of the film title, by the way.
So he just got invited to a pool party, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I wouldn't go to the pool party. Man, you gonna go by yourself too? Like you know they gonna be there.
Yeah, the high school jocks are gonna be there.
Man, if I got by and I know that I'll bring backup.
Yeah, but again, like I said, this dude is like an outcast to everybody because of
He really ain't got no friends.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like even during my school days, I mean, like I had friends, not as many as most people had, but I had like a few, maybe maybe 3 or 4 at the time. Maybe 1 or 2 that I'm still in contact with to this day.
Wait, is this at the high school?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes these high schools have pools as well, man.
I mean, no shit, they got pools, but I didn't know you could actually have a pool party in the school. I've never seen that before.
Well, you saw the bottle that they put on the door, so they're not really supposed to be here.
They got titties out, huh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, look at them titties.
Showtime, folks.
You know what's funny? The guy in the shirt, I actually recognize who that is. He was actually one of the characters in Maniac Cop 3, which we've still yet to watch.
I'm about to say, he kind of looks like William Zabka.
Yeah, the guy's name is Doug Savant.
Johnny Lawrence from for Karate Kid, for Cobra Kai, for those that don't know.
Yeah, he almost looks like that dude. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one of the uncredited screenwriters in this movie, and who actually one of them is actually acting in this film too, was Glenn Morgan and James Wong. And if you don't know who those 2 names are, folks, those 2 writers that were involved in this, they went on to make a little old franchise called Final Destination. See the way they're giving him shit because of his choice in music and his appearance. I always hate that when people do that to people. I mean, I've been on the receiving end of that as well growing up.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, they just put a weight in his book bag?
Yeah, and then tossed his ass in the pool.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. That's creative. That's pretty creative. I ain't gonna hold you up. Don't want to be drowned.
Oh, I'd be pissed at that point if that was me.
I never seen that, but that's actually pretty inventive. I ain't gonna hold you up.
I know, right? Yeah, there you go. See, Lou just pointed out. No, I was right. Last Command was the second album that came out in a year before this film. All right, cheers for pointing that out, Lou. Thank you. And what's up, Chaz? What's up, Philip? And what's up, Rob? Looks like the whole Burt clan is here again.
Hey, look, it's Halloween Ends 40 years earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said when I left the movie theater at the Halloween Ends.
That was me when after coming out of the cinema, I was just like, this is fucking bullshit. I was pissed.
For all the wrestling fans, that girl, she kind of looks like Roxanne Perez.
She does, yeah.
She kind of looks like Roxanne Perez.
Yeah. Well, he's about to play that album.
But he should have knew better though. He should have knew better to go there, knowing good and damn well they were going to be there, man. I would have showed up with a screwdriver or something.
Yeah. Also,
I'm not advocating for violence. I'm just saying what I would have done.
Yeah. That's a good song that's playing. Like I said, this entire soundtrack is done by a band called Fastway. And they were a really good band too.
Sammy Kerr died of a fire, but something tells me that's not all that happened.
You're about to find out why that fire happened. As you can hear, shit's being spoken. As you can see, this hotel fire, I don't think it was an accident. As you're about to find out, this shit was deliberate. There's this other band members burning up, and he's in the middle of that.
He just killed the band members?
Yep, and he's roasting too. This is basically him making a deal with the devil.
Shit, was this Freddy dead?
Hey, you never know. Yeah, that is true, Chaz. They did work on those movies and TV series as well. Yeah, the whole thing about playing records in reverse and hearing subliminal. Yeah, there was that scare back in the day with these government officials, these fucking assholes, trying to censor or ban this kind of music because they felt it was too demonic and it was influencing kids. Blah blah, fucking blah, and all that other bullshit. I'm gonna go on a rant now about this because I'm a full blown metalhead. I've heard all these.
Rant.
I've heard all this bullshit before, man. Everybody's trying to say, "Oh, this is the devil's music" and all that stuff. Fuck you, man. Like
There
this is
you
the
go.
kind of this is the kind of music I grew up listening to. Yeah, okay, I was an outcast growing up. I don't give a fuck. At least then, there's a lot of cool friends there. I made some cool friends because of this music, and also this music helped me get through some of the bad shit that I've gone through in life. Music, this kind of music is a release, and some of the lyrical contents of some of these music, if you pay attention to some of these bands, people, they do have some lyrics on some of their songs that actually get you motivated to get through the bullshit that goes on. So anybody that tries to tell me that heavy metal music is crap music and all that, say, go fuck yourself. All right? You got your kind of music that you like, fine. But for anybody else that has a problem with this kind of music, get fucked. There's my rant. I was trying not. That is that too. But as you heard, there was like.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker!
Damn right.
Oh shit! What the fuck you did that for?
Well, did you notice? Well, if you notice, during my rant, do you know that bit when he was listening to that vinyl and then when he played it in forward, in reverse, it was Sammy Kerr telling him, "You're gonna be the bait. Follow my instructions, and you can get back at these assholes."
Oh,
and that's
shit.
what's going on here. Oh damn!
This is how he flew.
he fucking sailed out of that doorway. Oh, this is a good song as well.
Man, they gained up on him. Okay, all right, then hospital, then library. Okay.
Yeah, don't make too much noise. Keep it down in the library, folks. Like, shh.
Try to stay quiet.
This film does have some comedy, but this is not like most horror movies. Like, even though this movie has some horror elements, it does have some comedy as well. I got to put that out there.
Just push her out the way.
It's like, yeah, wait, bitch. Yeah. But also, I got to put out another thing as well when it comes to heavy metal community. It's been around for 50 years. And to quote Rob Zombie, what he said in one documentary, metal is so fucking huge, yet the majority of people don't even realize it still exists. Oh, you sure you want to do that with the fire extinguisher, dude? That's a great song, by the way, by Fastway.
Oh no!
Oh, blew that teacher right off the seat.
Oh, he set him up. He set him up.
Sammy Kerr told him what to do. He wouldn't have done that without him.
That's funny.
That dude got him fucked up.
Yeah, because I think I remember hearing that that actually, yeah, because of the thing about you play the music backwards and all that stuff. Actually, I remember hearing at some point that that rock bands like would intentionally put like messages in the in reverse records.
Allegedly, it was, yeah.
No, I heard they did it intentionally just to fuck with people.
Yeah, sometimes they've done that too. Yeah, some did it just as a joke. You know what I mean? But then again, there are some people that kind of took it that way, if you know what I mean. And also another thing that happened, I think it was in '86 or '87. Dee Snider from Twisted Sister ended up at a Congress hearing where he was basically standing up for the whole metal community, and you had all these like court officials, and they're thinking, "Oh yeah, we're gonna rip this guy to shreds. He's not gonna know what the hell he's gonna talk about." And then Dee Snider put his opinions out there, put his situation, what was going on, and they couldn't believe how smart he was. So he caught a lot of people off by surprise, and the court guys are scrambling, like thinking, "Oh shit!" So everything they were gonna try and say about him and heavy metal music, basically he took them apart. They didn't expect that. Now, by the way, that guy with the glasses, that's actually Glenn Morgan, one of the writers from the Final Destination film. But yeah, I mean, Hit Parade. I remember that magazine.
Yeah, what is this is Mark Price. What has he done after this?
Let me see. I'm gonna find out. All right, Mark Price. He's now officially 57. He was mostly best known for playing Erwin Skippy in a TV series called Family Ties.
Oh, okay.
He's been in a couple other films as well, but I think this was actually one of his first movies he appeared in. But he's mostly a stand-up comedian as well.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he's trying to see if he can speak to Sammy.
Oh my God, got them old school record players. Jesus.
They're still around, man. There are bands that still release vinyl to this day. It's actually come back in fashion again. So
Don't you fuck up the record when you do that?
You gotta be real careful when you do that, especially with the needle.
Yeah, with the needle. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You heard he's talking. He's saying something in verse, but if he plays it, you hear him calling his name, going Ragman.
Okay, that'd be freaky. That'd be weird. Like, I cannot imagine grabbing the last album Michael Jackson ever recorded, not playing, and I hear him talking to me. Like, hey James. Like, that'd be weird.
That would be freaky. There you go. He now knows that Sammy is still talking to him. Yeah,
That would be weird. I'd probably toss away that damn record personally.
I don't know if he's able to do that right now. Now that he knows. Here, he's asking him, and then he says this. Wait for it. There you go. All part of it. Yeah, there is a plan that Sammy Kerr has, but
What
we'll
kind
get
of
to that when we get
vibes
there.
kind of getting me?
What kind of vibes?
Kind of getting brain scan vibes.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Kind of getting brain scan vibes. Right, kind of like a brain scan. Which is that was a good movie with Ever Furlong.
Yeah, that was another good movie too. Kind of reminds me of another movie.
With the trickster. I thought that was such a great character.
Yeah. Oh, another good movie as well. I ain't seen it for a while. It had James Woods in it called Videodrome. I don't know if you remember that one.
I heard of it. It's been a long time since I've seen it though.
It's a Cronenberg movie, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, nowadays we'd have to like I don't know, like stream the album or something. Like I don't know how like because CDs don't exist no more. Records damn sure don't exist. You have to find some creative. You have to find. I mean they exist, but nobody really uses them.
People, they're actually where I am. There actually is an actual upsale now of physical copies when it comes to music, because people kind of pissed off with the music being on Spotify because the artists are not getting the kind of money they need to get, and fans don't get the kind of music. So when it comes to this kind of music specifically, you do still see physical vinyl copies, CD copies, and even cassettes are even back in play again. And sometimes you see them in the shops like HMV. You can find them on Amazon if you go look up some of the bands that I listen to, and you look at some of the formats that they're available on, they still do sell vinyl. You know, record labels like Nuclear Blast Records, Century Media, Metal Blade Records, Napalm Records, what else? Relapse. These are labels that have been around for fucking decades, since metal started. You know what I mean? So they still, even though they have digital formats too, but they still release albums in like limited edition vinyls and even on general sale as well.
Fascinating. Walkmans. Oh god, I never had a Walkman.
I had a Walkman, and believe it or not, I actually still have a Walkman today. It's it's one of those Sony MP3 Walkmans, little digital ones, right? So I've still got like 90 gigabytes of storage space left, but pretty much all of my music collection is in this one little device that I got now. So, I mean, I would try and get physical copies, but my laptop doesn't have a CD hard drive, so I can't copy them into my drive. So nowadays, I just use Amazon Music, and I got a subscription for that. And if I like the album, I'll purchase the album, download it, stick it into my my Walkman. So that's how I still get my music today.
This dude's so corny. Did the hamburger bang his head? That shit's corny.
I know, right? Man, you kicked my Walkman like that back in the day, or even the Walkman I got now, I'm kicking your ass.
God damn! Oh, shit! Oh, God.
Fucking slammed his head on the table.
Head first in the mop bucket. A metal mop bucket, too.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. As you can probably guess, they're not happy about the fact that he outsmarted them.
Wait. Why is he not suspended? Why is he not suspended? He sprayed the fucking teachers.
I think I don't know, because I'm guessing they, you know how some of these high school jocks are. They got like influences with teachers and money and all that shit. Some of them have rich backgrounds.
Oh shit!
There.
This is thumbnail. Oh, okay.
That's Sammy going to work. Because remember, he's got that music playing on his Walkman.
Why is his buddy just standing there? You can walk us.
Well, I don't know if Ragnar. Ooh, can you imagine if that fucker
that
went
was
in?
Close. Oh, that was close.
That would have been. That was so damn close. And they're like, the hell is wrong with this?
Yeah, that was the typical bad guy laugh. It's not over.
Not over yet? Yeah, keep talking, asshole.
That's what they all said back in the 80s. Like, this is not over.
hell, even Agent Smith in the third Matrix movie did it. Remember, he's like, "It's not over, Mr. Anderson."
I'm just like, I hate that line so much. It's not over. Like, yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Shut the fuck up. That's what I'd be saying at that point.
Cars with cassette players.
Yeah. But
so he's going to listen to the whole album backwards?
Well, that album is his only communication link to Sammy Kerr. And Sammy Kerr is telling him how to get back at these people, and he's following the instructions down to the T, and that's how he's been able to outsmart those two twice. So now, this kid feels like he's on top of the world, and nobody can touch him right now. Well, at least that's what he thinks, anyway.
Nobody can touch him, eh?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Oh, I see the bullet belts there. They're on the bed. That's a bullet belt. You know, most metal heads wear those like bullet belts. Have you seen them around before?
I'm about to say, I have no idea what a bullet belt is.
It's basically a belt with replica 50 cal bullets on it.
Oh, okay. I've seen that belt. Okay.
Yeah. And of course, the spiked wristbands and everything like that.
Yeah, that was the style. People still rock that style too nowadays.
Yeah, especially at some of the gigs that I go to, dude. I mean, you've seen the battle vest that I wear on some of the photos I got with all the patches of bands I like on there. I'm still adding more patches as we speak. Excited, that's a cool band. Megadeth, that's their debut album. And they're going to be releasing their final album in January, dude. 43 years and 17 albums, man. Can't believe they're going to call it quits after this one.
God damn! Turn it off! You can turn it off!
Don't think it's going to let you. I used to have a stereo player like that back in the day.
Why does she act like she doesn't? Why does she don't know how to turn off a stereo player?
She don't know.
It's 1986. Like it's that same shit that happened on Jason versus Carrie when Tina's mom didn't know how to operate a VCR. Like it's 1987. You know how to work a VCR. Stop it.
Yeah, fair point. And there's Eddie.
What are you doing in my room, Mom?
I've had days like that too.
Why are you going through my stuff?
So I'm like, what are you doing looking at that for? And she's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, nothing.
Get out of here now!
Oh god, there's old fucking TVs back then too. Oh, we're lighting some black.
Shit.
We're lighting some black candles. You know, there's actually another movie I have, which is it's kind of like a horror movie. It's based on a true story, but it's also a music biopic as well. If I can find it, I'm definitely going to put that on the recommendations. Oh, final fast forward.
This movie is 80s as fuck, but I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you never came across. I'm surprised this movie never came across your radar until now.
Oh no, I never did. I never. Well, tape get destroyed.
No, that's actually recorded the cassette. That's what that thing was feed fasting like that. As you hear the radio DJ saying that Sammy Kerr's album will be played on Halloween. You see, if you remember on that TV news report before he died, Sammy Kerr wanted to do a live show at this college because this is where he grew up. He actually attended this college, but they wouldn't let him play. So they wouldn't let him play.
Oh, Halloween Day. Okay, because I was wondering. I was about to ask. Is he looking? Oh, of course he is. You pervert.
Of course you could. Of course he's going to look up.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. Look, back in high school. Look, we was all perverts in high school. Okay, no, let's be. Every guy was. Okay.
Well, now he's somewhat rocking the. It almost looks like a Motley Crue, half glam, half thrash metal look he's got going on there. But he's missing a couple of patches to add on that battle vest. I mean, you can't. This is me now being a bit of a nerd. You can't go around with a battle vest unless you got your favorite metal band patches on there. You got to have the main back bit, and then of course the patches on the sides and everything.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know nothing about that.
Hold on. You know what? Let me go get my battle vest. I'm going to put this on camera for you folks. I'll be right back. Hang on.
A Halloween dance. Okay. I was wondering where the Halloween element was going to come in. Yeah, we were called trick or treat. I was like, yeah, this doesn't feel like Halloween, but Halloween dance. Okay, all right, there it is. Okay. Oh, are we getting sexual relations in the back seat here? Are we getting sexual relations in the back seat?
We might be.
Yes, we are.
Right. Okay. I got my camera on. Right. So, as you can probably see, James, I'm wearing a one of my favorite bands on my jumper here. This is a punk band called Discharge.
Okay.
So, anyway, this is the battle. For anyone who doesn't know, this here is one of my battle vests. So, on here, you got on the side here, you got a few patches for some of the bands that I like. So, you got band here like Tortured Demon, Nevrosa, Stealth Moose, which is a local band in my town. And on this side here, on my other side of the patch, we have another local band, War Crab, Death Assault, which is another local band in my town, Cradle of Filth. There's another patch here, Split Dogs. So that's your side patches. Got to add more, of course. And then, of course, you got your main back piece, and sometimes these are like really large. So sometimes if it's one of your favorite bands, you'll have a big massive back patch like that. So a band like Gamma Bomb, which is a thrash metal band, and then of course you got Megadeth on this side, Slayer on that patch, and of course this is a bit here on the back. It says Original Sinner. So I just thought I'd put that in there as a joke. I've still got to like work on more patches, but actually, I do have one patch I need to add.
Wait, hold on, Paul.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I'll show you my other patch in a second. Remember that cassette that Ragman swapped?
Yes,
in
yeah.
Hellboy?
He said it was like a peace offering to Johnny Lawrence.
Oh, it's more than just a peace offering. Hence that green mist.
Wait, what's looks like green slime. Looks like snot. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Maybe this is the ghost of Sammy Kerr.
Okay. All right. Is that all we're gonna get?
Keep watching.
Is that all we're gonna get?
Keep watching.
Is that all we getting?
Oh, you'll have to wait and see. Hold on.
Oh. Wait a minute. So she is like the ghost of Sammy, making out with this chick here.
Something like that.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna get it?
Hey, she's sweating. She's sweating.
There it is.
There you go.
Time, folks. Damn, look at them titties.
Yeah, look at them. Whatever you do, lady, don't open your eyes.
Damn, what is? Okay, she getting the good old finger bang. Oh shit!
I said don't open your eyes. Well, there you go. And if that's bad enough, look at her ears.
That was. Oh shit! Our ears are melted. Oh,
They're gone. They're gone. If she survives that, I doubt she's going to be listening to anything ever again.
Ooh, that sucks.
That fucking cassette, dude.
Oh, that tape was meant for him. It was meant for him.
Yeah, put two and two together.
It was meant for him. Okay.
Here's the other patch I got to try and put on. This is a black metal band from Norway. I can't read the name properly, but I know that on the bottom it says there, "Motherfucking Armageddon." Might actually get that image.
Is that his mama?
Yes.
Wait.
Hey, there's Ozzy.
Hold up.
Ozzy.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up.
Yeah. By the way, this scene here, when fans caught whiff that Ozzy was going to be in this movie, they waited outside the film location.
Is he playing a reverend?
Yeah.
That's against heavy metal music?
Yeah, he is. He is. He wanted to do it because he said it would be something fun to do.
That is hilarious. That is funny.
I know.
I wonder. I would like to hear that story, how they got Ozzy to do that role.
It's on the documentary. I mean, like they were looking for people to have guest appearances in it, and Ozzy was in the area where this film, touring for a gig, and they were filming around that time, and I'm guessing that's how he ended up getting interested in playing a cameo part in this film. And like I said, the fans caught whiff that he was doing this. They were outside, but because of the costume he had on, they didn't realize that was him going back and forth on the set, and you actually got a laugh out of it.
Well, the fuck you won't.
He's pissed off about his girlfriend. Can't say that I blame him. He has no idea what that cassette did. Oh yeah, pumpkins lighting up like that.
She's not. She's not dead. Oh, okay, she's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was okay. I'll allow it.
He's saying stay away.
It got close. Paul.
Yep.
She got close to perishing. But she didn't. She made it through. She
dodged that bullet, didn't she?
She did. She did. I almost pulled the trigger.
And wait until you hear Sammy Kerr's explanation when Eddie asks him, "Hey, what the fuck was that?"
Damn, that would suck, man. Have your ears melted? Oh, that would suck.
I know, right?
You honestly won't be able to hear ever again. Like it'll be impossible to hear ever again.
No, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, dude.
Damn, so that was as violent as that was pretty violent, but I honestly expected more.
No, that wasn't their approach for this movie. They didn't want to go for that like extreme like gore approach. They wanted to do their own thing with it, and that's what makes this movie unique. And also, when you got a movie like this, it's usually a nice looking dude, and this time it's like a heavy metal outcast who's the main character of this piece. Here he's asking what happens. Wait until you hear Sammy's reason behind cheap frills.
No, I just did it because it was. I just did it because of. I did it because I thought it'd be funny. That's great.
I know, right? You see, that's his plan. He wants to get all of them at that high school. See, it was all fun and games, and now somebody's got hurt, and he's like, "That's not what I wanted to do."
Oh, now you want to stop?
Yep. And you heard him. He's like, "Nail them all. Fuck them."
Yeah, I'm really getting brain scan vibes. Like it kind of reminds me of brain scan.
Yeah.
Because this was the kind of the same story, but it was through a video game.
Yeah. You heard him. You heard what Sammy's like. He's like, "No wimps, no false metal." You hear that quite a lot. That no false metal phrase nowadays.
What does that mean?
Well, you know some of the bigger bands that's out there. You know, bands like Sleep Token and Ghost. You do get the occasional like gatekeepers in the heavy metal scene that if they try to say, "Oh, they're not real metal bands," because if they get too big or too successful, they kind of some of them kind of see that as selling out. Which I find a bit as well. This is just my personal opinion. I find it to be a bit of an oxymoron because, like, if you got a band like Ghost and Sleep Token, if it's bringing in like younger fans to check out metal, and those bands were like the early beginning gateway for them to check out that type of genre of music, and then they branch out to other music and check out other bands that's in that type of category. But for some reason, you got some people out there that are so against bands getting too big, if you know what I mean. So, like for example, you get a band like Metallica, right? A lot of people will say their first 4 albums were fucking awesome, but some of the old school fans will only go as far as the 4 albums, and they feel that the 5th album, which was the self-titled Black Album with songs like Enter Sandman, that's when they felt the band got too mainstream and sold out. So it's, shit like that. But you got some bands out there, like for example, look at a band like Slayer, who they're a big mainstream band, but they hardly if ever changed their style, and that's why they have the fan base that they had today. Megadeth would be another band that managed to keep their
shit. I'm sorry.
That's okay. And also, I don't know if you knew this also, but the singer of Megadeth used to be the original guitarist for Metallica.
Nice.
And there was when Dave got kicked out of the band, that's when he started Megadeth as a means to get back at the band members of Metallica for kicking him out. So it was like a legendary metal beef, which is squashed now, but back then. Well, the album's possessed. He knows that he's not gonna
go along with his plan. Metal bands was beefing back then too.
They still do.
Oh,
Some
okay.
still do. I'm gonna show you some of the Wikipedia history on some of these bands, and when we get off the air, so you can have a look at some of them. I'll even show you a couple of albums that are classics. Oh, Pepsi on the vinyl, that's getting hot. That's oh, look at the speaker. And if I remember correctly, I think Kevin Yeager did the effects for this film. That's a cool effect there with that stuff coming out of the speaker like that. Especially that bit with the face. Look at that.
Yeah, not bad effects.
It's pretty cool. Yes, folks, old school effects sometimes is a lot better than CGI.
At times.
Yes.
So what's happening?
I think Sammy is about to, because he's gained enough power now, I guess you could say. So he's going to come out in his physical form, I guess, if I remember right. Again, it's been a minute since I've seen this film, but I remember some of this stuff distinctly.
Is that a rat?
Gerbil.
Oh, okay.
Or hamster.
rats.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
Tony Fields playing Sammy Kerr.
I could see why they wanted Gene Simmons to play this role.
Yeah, but he ultimately didn't like the script. And then they tried to get Blackie Lawless from Wasp. He turned it down for that other reason too. So they ended up getting...
So Gene Simmons being an asshole as usual.
Yeah. So they ended up getting this guy who was mostly known for being in Michael Jackson music videos.
Yeah, because Gene just looks like a fucking supervillain. Some say he is a supervillain.
I can vouch for them. That is true.
Oh, you met Gene? He was a dick to you?
I've not met him, but I've heard the stories and I've seen some videos too. I could share you a few on YouTube. I'll find them for you.
Yeah, I'm not. Paul seemed like he was more down to earth between the two.
He's the sensitive type. Oh, there's Ozzy again.
That's hilarious. To me, that's the funniest. That's the funniest part of this movie. Him being against heavy metal. To me, that's very clever.
It makes it so funny though.
And this is the most normal I've ever seen Ozzy look.
I know. And yes, he actually
I've never
got
seen
him
him look that normal.
I know. I gotta admit though, the guy that got to play Sammy Kerr actually did a really cracking job as this role. Well, you heard what he said there. That part is kind of that bit where he said you should be loyal to your heroes. Sometimes they can turn on you. That part is true. For some of them.
Or the class saying never meet your heroes.
Yes, that's another one that's true as well, because sometimes you're gonna be very disappointed.
Very disappointed. You're gonna be very disappointed.
I mean, I've met some of the bands that I've listened
to.
Hold
on. You know how expensive that shit was back then?
I know, right? That's got to be at least $1.50 there.
And a grand back then was a lot of money.
Yeah. But I was saying, like, I've been fortunate enough to meet some of the gigs I've gone to. I've actually got to meet some of the bands that I've seen. So I've actually met I'm actually friends with one of the band members from Onslaught, which is a legendary thrash metal band from Bristol. They were a good bunch of dudes. I've met the band members from Mushroom Head. I even met the female vocalist from.
Okay, that was funny. That line was funny. I just got cold waiting. We just got cold and I feel like a big leaguer.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that phone. Look at these. That's a house phone.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Where you tell him any cop.
Got Sammy Kerr. Like Sammy Kerr looks like fucking Sting in 1997.
He looks like a combination of that and Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue. Oh, geez, those type of houses back then. But yeah, as you heard, he's telling him, if you can find copies of that tape, destroy it. It's the only way you can beat him at this point.
This man is out here in all black in daylight, breaking into a car.
And nobody knows he's fucking doing that? Now, remember, we didn't have cameras back then. Well, there were cameras, but they weren't like readily available as they are today.
So, you don't take the hanger? You don't take the hanger? You don't keep the hanger there? Okay, there it is. Okay.
Take the fucking hanger, dude. Come on. Oh, God, those damn mopeds.
Look how he's pedaling away. That's funny.
And the engine revs up on it. It's one of those ones you pedal and it revs up the engine.
Wait, so is Gene done in this movie? Like, you think he probably would have shown up by now?
No, that was the only appearance you get of Gene Simmons on that movie when you saw him at that radio station. That was the only time they had him.
Oh, well, damn.
And it's funny because I was watching the documentary that's on this Blu-ray. They do interview him later on, and yeah, he's still an asshole about it.
and apparently, for one reason, according to Kiss fans, they say Gene's always been like this. Like nothing changed. Like, even back in the day, like he's always been a dick.
Yes, nothing's changed, dude. He's still like that. I mean, this is the same guy who every once in a while keeps proclaiming sometimes that rock and heavy metal is dead. And I'm like, bullshit. There are still some bands out there that still play some good. Like, when he says rock and roll's dead, he says the last great rock band was Foo Fighters. I'm thinking, hello? Aren't you forgetting bands like Hailstorm and Alter Bridge? And if you don't know who Alter Bridge is, that's the band that did Edge's theme song. I mean, like, hello?
Maybe in terms of like mainstream.
No, Alter Bridge is actually quite a big band. I mean, they're playing big fucking stadiums now. They got their 8th album rolling
chocolate syrup, peanut butter, and milk. Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm pretty sure of it. That's a fucked up combination.
Actually, the milk part, but peanut butter, chocolate. That's come on. That's Reese's peanut butter cups right there.
Yeah. Oh, and the tape player exploded. You know what that means. Sammy's there somewhere. And there he is.
So he's an entity now.
Yep.
Okay.
His power comes from electricity, I guess.
Pretty.
And you know that bit when he touched.
Cool character.
Yeah, you know that bit when he touched the TV screen? He actually killed Ozzy's character doing that. That's what that news reporter was saying about. Well, you heard what he said.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This fucking hilarious. I get a laugh every time I see that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what happens if you don't press play.
Wow. So you can just kill people. You can just kill people out the TV, huh?
God, you can imagine people in the studio like, what the fuck? He's hoovering up the remains.
Wow. That was that was a new one. That was a new one.
That was cool. Hey, I wonder if that's where Wes Craven got his idea from for Shocker. Dude. Oh man, what the?
Who's supposed to be Madonna?
I don't know. I think so. Who's he meant to be? Rambo?
Yeah, Madonna was the shit back in the day.
I hear she's doing another album and then it's one final tour and that's it.
Nah, she's a weirdo now.
Hey, people still like the music that she does. There's no denying the success she's had. I'll say that.
Was that Houdini in the back? That's Houdini.
Yeah. And I'm hearing the music playing. No disrespect for people who like this kind of music, but this is not the kind of music you play at a Halloween show. You got to play Misfits
Bullshit.
or
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Give me bullshit. Fuck out of here. We're going to be arguing on this? Nah, dude, if you're doing a Halloween party, man, you got to play some stuff like fucking Misfits, The Cramps, get some Rob Zombie in there. That's some Halloween theme tunes right there.
Man, play Will Smith Nightmare on My Street and all that shit. You'll be just fine.
As long as it's Halloween themed, fine. But mostly rock and punk metal is what you usually play at a Halloween party for something like this. Come on now.
Oh, there's Roxanne.
Man, if I was at that
This is a
party,
Halloween song. Like they mentioned Adam's Family. Like, this is a Halloween. You tripping, Paul?
tripping. Okay,
listen to the lyrics. Listen to what Houdini is saying.
It doesn't quite fit the vibe. I mean, the lyrics is on point, yes, but it's the musical vibe. For some reason, it just doesn't fit for me at a party like that.
Paul, if we were DJs, we'd have one big ass argument.
We probably will.
If we were DJs, it would be a problem. And this boy
he's
chilling. He's chilling. He's thinking it's over.
Yeah, I'll be like, right, here's your set for 2 hours. I'm straight on after you. That's how it would usually work.
Just shut the door on the little girl face.
Wow.
Just shut the door on the little girl face.
I know. You're sick, huh? Oh, you can hear Sammy playing in the background. Oh shit!
Oh shit! Gotta get to the party.
That's where Sammy wants to be at that high school. Oh shit! That kid got lucky today. She's got all the candy.
Man, we gotta get your ass to that party.
You better go. Uh-oh. He's in the cassette player.
Oh shit!
Oh, now he's driving.
Oh man, Trick or Treat back in the 80s. I bet that was such a big deal.
Oh, fun times, dude. I mean, you guys still do Halloween big where you are. It's not like over here where it's hardly even mentioned. Oh, poor bastard. Yeah, how you getting out of a car that's possessed?
Right?
How'd you explain that to the cop? Hey, why are you driving like that? Oh,
I mean, it worked for Christine.
Yeah, true that. Another classic movie. Yeah, you're lucky to be alive after you have your car getting dented like that. I'm trying to think what model car that is. I've seen those cars around back in the day. Oh, shit. Well,
man, jump out the car.
I don't know if that's. I think it's still got the roof caved in. No, the roof's caved in. You can't jump out. That is insane.
Yeah, it is caved in. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think he pulled the battery out of the cassette player, so now he's back in control again. Oh, fucking hell.
that
You
was
were so
close.
lucky. He was going to drive your ass off
He
that cliff.
was gonna kill him.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want him fucking up his plans, does he?
Now, why does he want? Now, why does he want to be at the school to hear the tape?
Well, if you remember on the news report, before he died, he wanted to perform at that high school, but
Right.
the high school committee said nope, you're not playing, and of course he took offense to that, and that's when he decided, okay, I'm gonna get revenge on you people. That guy there with the glasses, he's the film director. Humpty Dumpty on the ledge. So yeah, that's why he's now doing this, is because he wants to get revenge on those who he feels wronged him.
Oh, okay, all right. I mean, I didn't know it was that serious, but okay.
Oh, for him it was.
Oh,
And plus, also
I remember those disguises.
God, how can I forget? And also another bit of history: he actually attended this high school.
Oh, okay.
And that guy there in the leather jacket—that's the makeup effects guy, Kevin Yeager.
Shout out to Kevin Yeager. Did the makeup effects? I think for Friday, Dream Master, I believe.
Yep. And the Chucky films.
And the Chucky films. Yeah, you're right. My God, this looks just like an '80s band. Oh damn!
Oh,
wait a minute! Wait a minute!
And it's showtime. And by the way, like I said, I've got the album that they did for this movie, and the track they're going to play is actually my favorite song on the entire album. And like I said, the band that did this, the music for this film, is a band called Fastway, which ain't around no more because the band member, one of the band members, was a guitarist called. Hang on.
Wait.
He's gonna perform.
Don't you think that crowd will be like, wait a minute, didn't you die a couple days ago?
They think he might be an impersonator because it is Halloween.
Okay, we gotta be like, wait, that looks just like Sammy Carr.
I know. But yeah, this is Tony Fields having his moment in the spotlight for this bit that he does, and you can tell it's him when you see the way he moves. Because if you've seen those Michael Jackson videos like Beat It and Thriller, you'll recognize his style, I guess, when he moves around, but putting it in his own like rock and metal persona. Damn, this is my favorite song on the album that I got for this. And it's not him singing, it's the vocals from Fastway.
Okay. Yeah, don't you think the band members be like, wait a minute, is that Sammy Carr?
Yeah, but they're just like, fuck it, we'll play anyway. And he's like, oh shit, I should have got rid of that cassette. I'm actually bopping to this, headbanging to this song, by the way, guys. Yeah, good song. This is a fucking good song.
Oh shit, he just did a cartwheel.
Yeah. That's Tony Fields, man.
Oh shit.
Skies, if ever we should meet. I love this song, man. See, they think he's an impersonator.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, I'm about to say,
Yeah.
don't you think they would kind of be like freaking out? Like,
I know, right? I'm telling you, man, they don't make these kind of movies like this no more. He does look. I'm looking at his characters. He does look like a combination of Nikki Sixx and fucking Blackie Lawless from Wasp and a little bit of early day Marilyn Manson, I think.
I'll give him this. I'll give him this. He's a great performer.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I can see why. I can see why he was popular. Outside of him biting bats and shit, not bats, snakes,
Yeah.
and rubbing blood all over him. Like, yeah, what the fuck?
Hey, man. Shock rock back in the day.
And plus he be out here fucking doing cartwheels and backflips and shit while performing.
Yep.
Oh, and he has special effects too. God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Electrifying. We just killed that one.
He just shot somebody with a guitar.
He's fucking raiding all of a sudden.
Right, y'all gonna run? Y'all gonna run? Okay,
yeah, they just realized, oh, that's some bullshit going down. There goes the teacher.
Go to jail. That's what happened.
This is some bullshit.
You all right?
Hey, it's rock and roll, man. What'd you expect? Well, there goes Humpty Dumpty. He just fucking exploded.
Oh, he just killed the driver. The driver was still playing, though. He was still playing.
And they're all just like, fuck this, I'm out.
Your Carrie ain't got nothing on me.
And he is shredding that guitar, dude. Those guys got to get out of there.
Funny. I don't know why that was so funny, man. He shot somebody with his guitar.
I know, right?
Yeah, I can see why they wanted Gene Simmons to play this. Because wasn't it like Gene Simmons' like whole thing was like he was like, because wasn't like his character in the all right.
His character his character in Kiss, he was the demon. Paul
He's
Stanley
the demon. Yeah,
he was. Paul Stanley was the star child. Pete Chris was the cat, and Ace Frehley was the spaceman. That was the personas.
you better get in there. Gene Simmons tried to. Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
I could see why Gene Simmons was. He could have played this part because he looks like a villain and he can be pretty scary. So
I know, but he turned it down because he didn't like the script.
Yeah, maybe because his character dies or some shit.
Yeah, and they try to get Blackie Lawless from Wasp to play this role, but he ended up turning it down. Put my teeth back in. If you're wondering why they tried to go for him, I'll show you one of his music videos from one of his songs, and you can be the judge for yourself. Because believe it or not, if you remember watching Cobra Kai, and there was a track playing called "I Want to Be Somebody," that was Wasp playing.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing I loved about Cobra Kai, man.
Oh, wait a minute, dude.
Yeah, he's being an asshole.
Oh,
Thank
shit.
you for agreeing.
Oh.
Yeah, you dick. Plus, he's had he's had a few rounds to drink as well. He's sloshed as fuck.
First of all, you smack a chick, you talk about, are you okay? That dumb shit.
An asshole.
He tried to take it too. Like, bro, come on, bro.
If anybody deserves to get whacked by this,
don't try to take something like that from a female, you fucking dick.
if anybody deserves to get whacked in this film right now, it's him. Yeah, I think I got a point also. His surname, the main character's surname, can be a little confusing. It's Weinbauer, but if you say it fast enough, it says something else. If you're not careful.
Couple times. I thought you said white power a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I was mean.
White power.
Yeah. Go on, Sammy. Kill him.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he exploded.
He exploded?
Yep. That's him done.
That is crazy.
Kind of reminds me of Shocker, doesn't it?
I was about to say Shocker. Yeah,
That's
I
what I
was
mean.
about
I
to say
think
Shocker.
this came out 2 years before Shocker. I am convinced Wes Craven saw this movie and thought, hey, I'm going to try something like this.
Hey, he could have. He could have.
Wouldn't surprise me. I'm just seeing how much this movie did at the box office. This movie had a budget of $3.5 million, but it only went on to make 6.8.
Ouch.
Yeah, had a very limited cinema run. It came out on October 24th, but it's as of today, it still holds 70% on Rotten Tomatoes. So it's got some good reviews.
Hey, let's get out of here. Sting is trying to kill us.
Yeah. You heard him saying we had a deal.
Yeah, like this reminds me of Brain Scan mixed with Shocker.
I was thinking the same thing.
Get out of there, Roger! Oh, I look like a grown ass man.
You can tell it was a stunt double.
I look like a grown ass man. It still looks like us.
Yeah. Well, we can't actually have an actor blowing a power generator now, can we?
Why not?
In case he gets killed.
Good point.
Yeah. And like I said, this movie's not gory. The only gore we had was that snake's head getting bitten off. This movie doesn't need to be gory.
Oh, and the chick's ears being melted off.
Well, yeah, that one too. Don't forget that. I almost forgot.
Imagine explaining that to the cops.
Yeah, a guy that's supposed to be dead is the one that came here and caused all this. Check out the party punch. Yeah, it's always the party punch, isn't it? They think he caused it. So now the cops are on his ass.
He wasn't even there.
But they think he caused it because it is his kind of music. That's another thing. Again, the stereotyping. If you listen to heavy metal music, oh, you're a troublemaker. Get it all the time, dude. Now, if I remember correctly, I think this film was filmed in North Carolina, I think. Yeah, how are you going to explain this to her? Good luck.
It sucks that Gene Simmons is not in this because at least Gene Simmons probably could make. I mean, they're not gonna have done something. You probably could like help this kid beat Sammy or something because they clearly had a relationship. I mean, he fucking is new a radio DJ that's fairly popular. Like they could have found something for Gene.
Well, I think the reason why they couldn't get Gene for very long is because I think they were busy doing their touring cycle for that album, which was a glam metal album, and also I think his price tag was a little too much for him.
Now let me ask you, Paul. Do you think Kiss sold out with "I Was Made for Loving You"? Because apparently Kiss fans fucking hated that song.
Dude, the moment they went fucking disco, yeah, that was it. I mean, if you look at a band like Twisted Sister, they were fucking all over them about that. Like they were giving them shit for it.
I was made for loving you, baby.
I mean, like the moment you got a band doing disco, especially if you're like a rock and metal band, it's like, what are you guys doing? That's almost as unforgivable as when Metallica switched their style up with that Load and Reload album. I mean, people fucking hated that. Lunch of the Dead. I've never even heard of that movie.
and pretty much, and pretty much they said, and pretty much it took a while for fans to forgive Kiss for that.
Yeah, it was a while before they were able to get over that. I think when they did about 2 or 3 albums in, when they did that album Revenge, which came out in 92, and one of their songs ended up on that Bill and Ted sequel, God Gave Rock and Roll. Remember that one? That was when people said that was one of their best albums. And then they disappeared for a while. Their last 2 albums that came out in 2008 and then 2012 was kind of like a return to form. Oh shit. I forgot that happened. Yeah, he still wants to kill him.
Yeah, like I think like the 80s of for Kiss was pretty rough until I think they said they had a resurgence once they did the makeup, taking off the makeup and shit, and that's when their resurgence happened.
Yeah, and then they brought back the original band members again. And you sure you want to do that?
Wait, it was the original band members that they got on that on to take the makeup off?
Yeah, well, there wasn't Ace Frehley and Pete Chris wasn't with the band at the time when the makeup came off. But when they did that 90s reunion when the makeup was back, that was when the original drummer and guitarist came back. Yeah. And he just blasted that cop into oblivion with that taser.
Why did Ace and I think with Peter and because it was because of their drug issues got too out of control.
And also they felt like they weren't being paid enough. It's a whole thing with egos because Gene Simmons was a dick. Paul Stanley, some people say he was maybe too sensitive about stuff. And it's just a lot of like issues and everything like that, basically.
Damn. Don't just hate we hear stories like that because Peter, Gene, Chris, and Ace are the founding members of the group, right?
Yeah, they were the original 4.
They pretty much came up together when they were broke, and you hear it's like money is an issue. It's like come the fuck on, like y'all was doing this shit like before y'all had any money, and y'all will let that get in the way.
Yeah, and Paul Stanley, before he was in the band, he was making a living as a cab driver in New York.
Exactly. When I hear stuff like that, it just makes me upset. Like it shouldn't come down to that. Like you guys were, like I said, you guys were doing this shit for y'all wasn't getting paid. Period. Well, they were opening band for somebody, weren't they?
Yeah, they were an opening band once upon a time, and then once they released, I think it was their second or third album, that's when they really started taking off. Because nobody saw anything quite like what they did before. I mean, their stage shows were legendary.
Well, nobody saw anybody like Kiss before. Like you never saw a band, with makeup, the makeup they were wearing, and I remember like the backlash that they had, that people thought they were like devil worshippers and all that stuff.
See, that's what I mean. Like with the kind of music that I listen to, there's always that stigmatization with people that
I think a large part of that was because of Gene.
Yeah. But I will
this man Gene was spitting blood out in concerts, bro.
Yeah. But I will admit, if you want to see bands that do that demonic shit, you got to check out stuff from like the Norwegian black metal scene that came around during the 80s and 90s. Bands like Mayhem, which I posted the song on Discord, by the way, a while back. They got a new album coming.
I'm never gonna watch their live performances.
I've actually been to one of their live shows.
I'm not gonna watch them.
They're very theoretical. I mean, like this is
how you beat them. You made him trip.
Well, he's made of electric, isn't he? That's how he's getting his power.
Damn, this really is giving me Shocker vibes.
Yeah. But as I was saying, like some of the bands, like from that particular music genre scene, some of them do it just for the, for show. But there are a few exceptions that take it a little too seriously, and I know which ones too. But they recently there's a movie biopic about Mayhem that came out, which I do have, and I'm actually tempted to put it on the playlist now at some point because it's actually a pretty good film and a good biopic too. He just took the car and drove off with the music still playing. So now we know how to beat him. It's, because he's made of electric, stick him in water, cancel him out. And the other thing also, James, I got to point out too, right? When you think about heavy metal music, there is more than one genre. There are multiple different subgenres, and each band is categorized in that subgenre. So, like, if you're thinking like classic heavy metal, you're going to think of bands like Kiss. You're going to think of bands like Ozzy and Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden, bands like that, right? And Judas Priest. If you're thinking thrash metal, you're going to be looking at bands like Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer, Megadeth, Testament, Creator, Destruction, bands like that. Power metal, which is like bands like Halloween and Dream Theater. Death metal, you're looking at bands like Deicide, Cannibal Corpse, Decapitated. Who else? Malevolent Creation, bands like that. That's part of the death metal scene. Industrial metal, then you're looking at bands like Nine Inch Nails, Fear Factory. Marilyn Manson does a bit of industrial. Norwegian black metal, or that type of category. You're looking at bands like Mayhem, Dimmu Borgir, Gorgroth, Behemoth, those type of categories. So like there's multiple different genres into that one umbrella.
Fascinating.
I will definitely share you a few so you can check them out.
Wait, is this girl really into this guy though?
I'm guessing so. Yeah.
I'm supposed to believe. Okay.
Oh, remember Gene Simmons' radio DJ Nuke? He does have another copy of that album, and they said they were going to play the whole album in full at midnight.
Exactly. You could have wrote Gene to be in the finale.
Yeah,
you could have wrote him in for this finale here.
Yeah, and you got to think about the stakes also. If his music plays on the airwaves everywhere, global catastrophe. Looks like
shit! I thought that was Gene right there.
I thought it was too at first when I first saw it.
Wait, is it true that Gene, the reason why his tongue is so long that he cut out, you know that little thing underneath your tongue that kind of like, but he cut that out apparently? Has surgically removed. That's why his tongue is as long as it is
and pointy. I think so. I've heard myths and legends about stuff. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, then fucking A,
Well, I'm pretty sure the groupies are never dissatisfied with their Gene Simmons.
Oh yeah, they're getting one hell of a tongue job.
He used to scare me when I was a kid. I ain't gonna hold you up. He used to scare the shit out of me.
There was an album cover when I was a kid that used to scare me at times. I think it was when it was Ozzy's Bark at the Moon album cover. He looked like a werewolf, and there was this one magazine image that was posted on my mum's wall, and I remember looking at it. He's just like staring you down, like creepy as shit. And I was remember thinking, man, take that fucker down. It used to scare the shit out of me when I was a kid seeing that.
Okay, so what's his plan? What is your plan?
Call him out, trap him, and put him in water.
I just heard him say count to 100.
Yeah. In other words, he's gonna call him out to get him away from the radio station, and then she can destroy the only copy that's left in there. But he has to call him out.
Man, that's a very vague plan, but all right.
It's the only one they got.
Dang, can you imagine? You get to fight your favorite artist.
That is wild. Oh. That's kind of true what you're saying there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is true. Like there's some. Yeah, Gene. Where are you without the fans?
Exactly.
It's so fucked up when there actually are celebrities like that will look down on the fans. It's like, motherfucker, these people pay your bills.
Yeah, there's a few that do that, unfortunately.
Like, I think what happens is that you get your ass kissed so many times, and you get people that gas you up all the time, and you start believing your own hype.
Yeah, and unfortunately, bands like Kiss fell victim to that.
And they fell victim to that. Yeah. They fell victim to that. I mean, I've heard so much about people being. Oh shit! Wait a minute! What?
There you go.
You gonna drive off the bridge?
He got him, though, didn't he?
Now she has to destroy the tape.
Yeah, and then that kills him out completely.
Oh, okay. I get the plan. Okay.
But he had to call him out in order for that to happen.
Man, girl, you better be careful, man. Supposed to make your parents pay for that shit.
That's some serious price tag there on those.
That's expensive equipment there for 1986.
Yeah, probably about 25 grand or so.
He should not have survived that, though.
No, he had
survived that.
He had no business surviving that shit.
And he walks back. He should not have survived.
There's no way Nah, I'm not buying that.
Man, you jump off a bridge to see if you're going to survive.
No. I'm not even going to try. My days of tombstoning off high places in the water, those days are done for me.
Yeah, she was never in danger at all in this movie.
No.
She was never in peril.
And here's something that's rare, too. A heavy metal outcast kid gets the girl in the end.
You're right.
And that's what makes this movie different when it comes to that. And now he runs a DJ booth.
Oh, bullshit.
Well, there you go.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
We're done.
Wow, no. Oh, no sequel bait ending? No bad guy going at the camera?
No.
Okay.
No, this was just a one-shoot deal.
Straightforward, straight to the point. I respect it.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. Trick or Treat is officially in the can. I'm going to let James go first on this one. So, James, first time watching.
I had fun with it. I had fun with it. Didn't offend me. Interesting idea. Interesting concept. The ghost of a rock star coming back as an entity. To get his revenge on. People. Interesting idea. Not an idea that hasn't really been done before.
Yeah.
I thought Mark Price, was as Wine Power.
Wine Power.
I thought I thought I thought he was fine. You know, I thought he was fine. I thought he's very capable as the lead guy here. Surprised, yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't gone on to do more stuff. Honestly,
How do you feel about Tony Fields playing Sammy Kerr?
I thought he did fine. I thought it was a pretty cool character. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool character. Just the only thing is I kind of thought the way he died was kind of anticlimactic. I kind of thought it would be a little bit bigger, you know. Yeah, because
this movie.
I know it probably didn't have the biggest budget, but I kind of expected it to like be more of like a. Again, he's an entity, right? Like I kind of expect it to be a little bit more difficult to kill him. Just him jumping off the bridge. Like I was kind of like, that's it, you know.
Man, pretty anticlimactic, wasn't it?
It was pretty anticlimactic. You could take it kind of got rushed at the end there. But yeah, I like the film. I mean, it reminded me of Shocker and Brain Scan. I'll be honest, those are two movies I'd watch over this. But
fair enough.
But this it was fine. It was fun. I had fun. I liked the music. My favorite part of this movie is Ozzy playing evangelist. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
He was definitely the MVP in this movie, in my opinion, because that was such a.
Honestly, I kind of want to see more of his character. I just think him being the band that's against heavy metal. I think if that was like a full time, that'd be hilarious.
I know. I just thought it was pretty cool.
Ozzy was my favorite part of this movie. The little bit he was in. But like I said, I just wish they could have wrote Gene in, you know, at the end. There, after he gave him the goddamn record, I think he should, you know, been involved in the finish there.
But again, I think it's because he had such a busy schedule, and plus he was a dick.
Yeah, he was a dick. He was a dick. He was a dick.
Still is.
Still very much is, which is your 70s where you're still an asshole, bro. But I'm sorry, but seeing Gene doing the blood spitting gimmick at 70 doesn't hit like it used to. It's like, bro, you still doing this? But
well, the band has officially retired as a band. They did their final show like 3 years ago.
I know, and I've seen some of it.
But they're still trying to keep going.
I don't know if Paul. I don't know if it's because of old age, but Paul's voice is shot.
Well, yeah, that's another thing as well. Like if you look at some of the more recent live shows, they did a lot of lip syncing, which is like a big no-no for rock and metal bands. That's like the cardinal sin right there.
Well, but again, they can mask it. They can mask it because they put on great shows, like the pyrotechnics, you know, the theatrics of the show. Like it can mask it, but it's over. It's over. Just don't no more reunion tours, please.
They're not gonna. They're not coming back together. But you want to talk about a live band that can?
They said that 30 years ago. How many goddamn farewell tours have Kiss have had since the '96?
I don't know, fucking 3 or 4 maybe. But listen, if you want to see a band that can, if you want to see a rock and metal band that can deliver a kick-ass live show, you gotta check out Judas Priest. They're in their 70s and they still rock like nobody's business. Iron Maiden is another good example. 50 years and still going.
Okay, all right. But as far as Trick or Treat goes, it was fine. It was fine. I had a good time in it. You know, had a good guy, had a good heel. My concept was interesting, and you know, and the soundtrack was fine. Yeah, it was fine. Yeah,
it was a really cool movie.
Didn't mind it.
Yeah, it was actually a really good movie. I mean, I'm actually happy that people still watch this movie today, and it still survives by word of mouth. And it's nice to see that it finally got like a a re-released 4K remaster edition that has all the documentaries and shows how the fans kept it alive to this day, and how it's like, it's still within the minds of people that knew about it and the people that's new to it and checking it out for the first time. And also, I think one of the long-lasting legacies this movie has is that this was one of the first horror movies to merge horror and rock and heavy metal, because ever since that movie, then you had movies like Maximum Overdrive, which had AC/DC doing the music for the movie. And then you look at movies like Shocker that had like a badass heavy metal soundtrack to it.
Well, I'm pretty sure Jason Lives.
Jason Lives, Friday the 13th, another one.
Yeah, took it over the top.
Dream Warriors by Dukin.
Well, there was always heavy metal music in Jason movies, if we're really gonna be honest.
Yeah, one good example. You want a movie, one of the movies that has a legendary metal soundtrack would be Freddy vs. Jason. If you look at that soundtrack CD for it, that was probably one of the best movie soundtracks I've ever purchased. Second best would be Bride of Chucky's soundtrack. Both of them were fucking solid.
Yeah, the soundtrack's great. The movies, I don't know. But Paul,
yeah.
While you get ready for the movie news, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with movie news. And for the fellas, if you're gonna get some tonight, don't be afraid to put your balls in their jaws.
Disrespectful music. Disrespect fun music. Midi West. She wanna be my private dancer. Stripper anthem, baby. My private detour. Let's go.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Can I? Girl, you got a long tongue, you can't go wrong. When you see me, you say I turn you on. You always say, if I get a chance, I'm gonna satisfy your needs. I don't got no problem getting on my knees. I don't got no problem, I'm your freak. I don't got no problem getting on my knees. I don't got no problem, I'm your freak. Hitting me up all day. Talking about how she gonna swipe me. She said she just loves swallowing my baby. She started doing me inside my Mercedes. She love going up and down. She keep making that sound. Licking it, swallow it, goggle it. Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws, balls in your jaws. Your can I? Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws, balls in your jaws. Can I? Girl, now you in my womb. You're not gonna make me come too soon. Cause I'm gonna make you take your time. Yeah, you keep going up and down. So sloppy. Making that sound. So sloppy. Keep going up and down. So sloppy. Keep making that sound. So sloppy. Head game so vicious. When she come up, she look me in my face. Delicious. She say she in love with me. Doing those things so lovely. I feel so relaxed. She keep me coming back to back. Don't get it twisted, I'll bring her back. Don't get it twisted, I'll make her come back. When I put my balls in your jaws, your jaws, balls in your jaws, your jaws. Can I put my balls in your jaws, your jaws, balls in your jaws?
Balls and jaws, huh? I don't know how that one got past the music censors, but okay, balls and jaws. There you go. All right. Anyway, where the fuck did you get that one, dude?
Oh, that was a movie. That was something I was trying to upload, but that shit is so funny. It's so funny, bro.
Jesus. All right.
Go ahead,
Okay.
Paul.
You all right? You good? All right, here we go. All right, we got a whole bunch of movie news here, folks. But first of all, we got to address the elephant in the room. The trailer for Scream 7 that dropped a few days ago. I've seen it, and I'm pretty sure James has seen it. What's your thoughts on this one?
Gonna do a video on it next week, but I will say, looks good. It looks good. Well, it looks like a Scream movie. Like it looks like a Scream movie. Okay, which is fine.
Yep.
But I will say this: I kind of hope this is the end. I kind of hope this is the last one.
It might be the last one, but it all depends on what happens with box office money. Because you know how it is when it comes to money. If it makes the money, and if there's an interest for fans, they'll probably end up making another. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But from what I've seen from the trailer so far, I like it. It definitely has that like classic Scream vibe to it. I'm trying to figure out who the killer might be because it was something I saw. There was a fan video I saw on YouTube, and this person actually brought up an interesting theory. I don't know if you ever caught on this one, James, but did you notice that on every Scream movie, the killer is always wearing some kind of blue flannelish like checkered shirt? Although sometimes they have one that's not the killer, like a red herring, but I'm sure you've noticed that with each Scream movie, the killer always has that like certain color style shirt or kind of clothes to go with it.
I personally never paid that much attention.
Well, I never spotted that before, but then when I saw that fan video and then I looked back into it, I was just like, fucking hey, that person has a point. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I might have my suspicions who might be the killer from what I saw in the trailer. As far as the whole thing with Matthew Lillard coming back as Stu, I don't know if that's going to be a flashback scene or if he is like the mastermind behind all the Scream movies we've been seeing since 2 onwards. We don't know. We'll probably find out when the film comes out on February 27th. But yeah, looking forward to seeing it. And like Ghostface says, he's going to burn it all down. Anyway, another bit of news here. I don't know if you saw this as well, but this was during one of those comic conventions where John Carpenter was in. And one of them asked him, are we going to see a sequel to The Thing? And John Carpenter's answer was that he is thinking about it. And he says it's in the works.
Don't play with me, John. Don't play with me, John.
That's what I've been hearing, dude. And
listen,
if you saw that,
if John's, I don't know if I said this to you, but I said they all gonna do. Look, if they all gonna do a sequel to The Thing, make it a short film. Make it a short film. Have it just be John, Kurt, and maybe Keith. It's a small set. You know, only just them. Like, it doesn't have to be a big production. I highly doubt John wants to go through that. But just only make it a short film. I'll be cool with that.
Mm-hmm. But they're saying he is looking into it. But there's another bit of news I saw also, which I shared with you in the chat box from a Facebook page. There was a photo with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell together, and they were both holding an eye patch. And apparently that simple gesture has been hinting that we may see Kurt Russell coming back to play another one of his iconic characters. You know which one I'm talking about, dude. I'm talking about Snake Plissken.
Where is he going to escape from? He already been to New York, been to LA. What, Chicago?
That's what they're saying. Escape. They're saying the possibility is it might be Chicago.
But wait, seriously?
That's what I've been hearing. They're saying it might be Escape from Chicago.
Well. Again, I'm hey, Kurt Russell, John Carpenter, one more time. I'm all for it.
Hey, I'm definitely down for it. If he's doing one of those movies or both of those movies, take my fucking money. Sign me up. Let's do it. I'll be down for it. They might as well do it while they still can. I mean, Kurt Russell's 74 right now, if I'm correct. And John is like 77, 78, give or take. I don't know, man. If it is true, I say bring it on.
It sucks seeing legends get old.
I know, dude. And we all, hey, look on the bright side. We were lucky enough to grow up watching these cool movies back in the day, in their prime. All right. What do we got here? Right. We got some movie news here coming up. This is from 2 hours ago on Bloody Disgusting. A trailer has been released for a movie called Savage Hunt. It's a bear attack. Get the fuck off my screen, Apple. Bloody advertisements. All right. Yeah, it's a bear attack thriller that hits digital next month. Nature pushes back in Savage Hunt, which utilizes a real bear in addition to visual effects. They used an actual fucking bear for this movie, dude.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, real bear.
I shit you not. I'm reading it right here, dude.
You listen, Paul. If you think I'm ever gonna act with a real fucking bear, you're out your damn mind.
Well, these ones did. But anyway, yeah, it's a survival thriller that's going to be released on digital platforms on the 2nd of December via Shout Studios. It's being directed by Roll Rennie, who's done he's done a couple of straight-to-video films like Death Race, those Death Race sequels, Scorpion King 3. He directs it, which is from a script by Chad Law, who did 6 Bullets, and Christopher Jolie, who did The Ghost of Brawley Reactory. James Oliver Whitley, Fontana. Oh, fucking hell, I can't read that name. But anyway, the producers alongside that director, it's basically a movie about this, looks like this nature scout person who's being stalked by a bear. And apparently they're using the combinations of an actual bear with visual effects. I'm gonna give the trailer for James here, see what he thinks of this. It's a 90-second trailer, minute and 31. I haven't seen it myself yet, but it might be worth looking into. All right, get ready, James. The trailer's about to drop in your chat box right about now. There it is. So yeah, that's all the information I got on that particular film. There's not much on it. It's very vague, but that's going to be dropping on the 2nd of December on digital platforms. Probably going to end up on Amazon Prime and other ones too. This Apple advertising keeps popping up. All right, anyway. We have a supernatural thriller called Banquet coming out, and it's going to be starring Alfie Williams. And if you don't know who Alfie Williams is, that's the kid that was recently on 28 Years Later that played Spike. So after his breakout role in that movie, he's going to be joining the cast for a supernatural thriller Banquet from Platform director. That movie, The Platform, that was on Netflix. That was a good film. So this movie might be interesting. But anyway, let's get the story here. Freyhay will play Jerry Karkinen, a woman whose perfect life is shattered by the return of her estranged son, which reawakens a terrifying secret buried in her bloodline. The secret, along with additional plot details, remain under wraps, but the cast is quickly becoming stacked with genre talent, as well as worth noting that the features debut of the guy who directed The Platform, which is on Netflix, which became one of the top 10 most watched films, is going to be directing this movie. The screenplay is done by Sam Steiner, who did Fingernails. Lewis Taylor from Magna Studios, Maxime Contre and Guy Dinner from XYZ Films, and Laura Darby and James Harris from T-Shot Productions, who did Obsessions, are producing alongside Grant S. Johnson, who did Perfect Infinity, or a studio called Perfect Infinity. David Yates, the guy who did the Harry Potter films, he's going to be the executive producer under his film banner, Witchwood Media, alongside Fiona Zeller, who did The Father, and it's from Blue Morning Pictures. But apparently, the big news about it is that the kid that was in 28 Years Later is going to be starring in this movie. That's all the information we got on that so far. That's a stacked cast, if you ask me. So what do you think about the idea of that kid getting some big roles after being in 28 years? Because I thought his performance in that was pretty solid.
He's actually, well, acting wise, I thought the kid was fine. So it doesn't really surprise me, honestly. He's one of the few kid actors. That's the one thing I will say about kid actors now compared to back then. They're not nearly as annoying as they used to be.
That's true. Have you ever seen that movie as well, The Platform, that was on Netflix? Because that's the guy who's directing this particular film.
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, you should definitely check out The Platform. It is a very it's a slow burner, but it's a very fucked up movie how it is. I'm not gonna go into the spoilers of it, but I'll just say when you watch it, you'd be like, what the hell is this? Could be a potential watch for our episodes in the future. They did a sequel as well, which I've not watched yet, but they're both on Netflix. I don't know why, but Apple keeps advertising their shit on my Blade of Disgusting, and I'm like, fuck off. All right. Got another film here. Curry Barker's upset. Get off my screen, Apple. Obsession sets a summer 2026 release. Get ready to meet your latest horror obsession next summer. That's what it says here. Filmmaker Curry Barker's latest terrifying feature is heading for the big screen on the 15th of May, 2026. The film is called Obsession. In the film, after breaking the mysterious One Wish Willow to win his crush heart at a hopeless romantic, finds himself getting exactly what he asked for, but soon discovers that some desires come at a dark, sinister price. That's the nutshell story behind this. Michael Johnson, Indy Nevertred, Cooper Tomlinson, Megan Lewis, and Andy Richard will star in the film, which is directed by Curry Barker. Producers include Jamie Harris, that's from Tree Shop Productions, Haley Nicole Johnson, who did Under the Shell, and Christian Mercery, who, on behalf of Capstone Pictures, is involved in producing this. Obsession is definitely a horror movie you want to put on your radar. Wrote in his 4-star TFF review, because it was at one of the film festivals, and apparently it's been getting a lot of good reviews as well. So that's the only information we got on it so far. So it seems like it's going to be some kind of supernatural kind of thriller here. I don't know much about this movie. I'm not familiar with the filmmaker that's involved, but apparently this movie seems to be getting some buzz. But that's all we have on it so far. Information is pretty limited. I saw something here as well yesterday about something about a new Mummy film coming out. Oh, hang on, we got something here about David Arquette. What's this? Okay, so we got a new movie here that's going to star David Arquette and Nick Stahl, a serial killer movie called Green River Killer. Wait, is that Green River Killer? Isn't that based on an actual serial killer? Hold on, let me read this. Okay, so Green River Killer, which is from according to what Deadline Reports here says, David Arquette, who's in the Scream movies, Nick Stahl, who was in Disturbing Behavior, Vincent Carpenter, who's in Made Men, and Rainley Quinley, who was in Shut In, will star in this movie called The Green River Killer. The thriller is based on the true story of a prolific serial killer, Gary Ridgway, who was convicted of murdering 49 women between 1982 and 1998. Set against the backdrop of the Pacific Northwest in the early 1980s, the film follows two conflicted detectives played by Arquette and Stahl, who, as they descend into the murky depths of the investigation of what would define their careers and haunt their lives, as they pursue a predator who blends seamlessly in everyday life, a man who is no one and everyone. The line between justice and obsession blurs, revealing the true cost of confronting evil. The feature recently wrapped productions in Washington and Idaho, with Johnny J. Telber directing from a script written by Thomas Michael Hayes, who did Mary. The ensemble cast, which includes Julian N. Emery, who was in Preacher, Robert Belushi, who was in How I Met Your Mother, Kevin Merkley, who was in Young Rock, Lou Temple, who was in films like Devil's Rejects, Curtis Mandela, who played that psychotic detective in the Saw franchise, is in it. Mitchell Brook, who was in Royal Paradise as Ted, and he was also in Ted Bundy. Oh, wow. Jeffrey Decker produces from Av1 Entertainment, and Velasco Voris executive producing from Markov Media. So we have a movie here, dude, based on a true story of a serial killer. I don't know how familiar you are with that particular serial killer. I remember seeing documentaries about it on those like crime documentaries. So how do you feel about the idea of this?
First of all, you said Nick Stahl. I am not seeing Nick Stahl since Terminator 3. And
I last saw Nick Stahl in Sin City as Yellow Bastard.
he was in Sin City. You're right. But
Yeah.
well, sounds fine. Well, sounds like a movie.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we've had a couple of serial killer movies in the past. I mean, we've had stuff like Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, which is a classic serial killer movie biopic. And then, of course, you got the Snowtown Murders. And then recently we've had those like Monsters TV shows that was on Netflix, you know, like the one that we had with Jeffrey Dahmer and then the Mendez brothers. And then recently that one with Ed Gein. And I think there's another one that came out on Peacock recently about that Gacy character, right? So there's been several like movies and TV shows based on actual serial killer biopics. So having another one, I don't know. I guess it depends on how well it's going to get done and who's involved in it. They got a couple of solid cast members in this and a couple of solid filmmakers involved in this. But I don't know. I mean, like for me, like movies based on actual serial killers is kind of like a hit and miss for me. I mean, we did one recently a while back on our show about the Zodiac Killer, which again is a very good movie that was done by David Fincher. If you guys have not seen that yet, check it out. And those other ones I just listed as well. If you ain't seen those, check it out. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see when this comes out. There's no release date yet. No trailer has been dropped yet, but they have wrapped up filming. Could be a movie worth checking out. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, next. That Apple advert is starting to piss me off. Get the fuck off my damn screen, motherfucker. All right, what do we got here? Oh, yeah, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. That's going to be dropping on the 7th of November. Have you seen the recent trailer they dropped for it yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, I've seen the trailer for it so far, and dude, it looks really fucking good. I mean, it's got a limited cinema release so far, but it's going to be dropping on Netflix on the 7th. And Guillermo del Toro's directing it.
Okay. Sounds interesting.
I'm just seeing who's starring it. You got Mia Goth's in it. Wow. I'm just checking the running time. Ooh.
I like Mia Goth.
Yeah, she's been making some waves.
She's really good. She's really good.
After being in, she definitely is. I mean, if you guys have seen her in movies like the X trilogy and of course Infinity Pool, if you ain't seen that one, definitely worth checking out. But yeah, that's another one to keep an eye out for. Something that you're gonna have to put on the to-do list. 9 hours ago, guys, they just dropped a new trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I've not seen the first one. I know it's based on a video game. I've been hesitant about the idea of even watching it because the first movie they made as a PG-13, and from what my sister told me, because my sister's she's into that movie, she watched it and she said it's not quite as intense as the video games, and I guess it's because of the age rating they dropped for it. But yeah, they dropped a new trailer for it. As you know, it's being produced by Blumhouse. Have you seen the first one?
First what?
Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh no.
Well, like I said, they've just dropped the sequel for it. That's going to be dropping this December. This new film.
Yeah, I have no interest personally.
I think it's free to watch on Sky. I'll probably watch the first one, and because like I said, I've played the video games. Those games are very fucking stressful because you got to keep an eye on the security cameras and keep an eye on the routine patterns. If you slip up just once, you're fucked. That's it. Game over.
No way to finish. Doesn't like the thing just like jump scares you and shit. Like
yeah. But there is like a really fucked up dark mythology story behind everything that happens in it too. I mean, I'm no Five Nights at Freddy's Exile. I've only played like the first 2 or 3 games, but I had to stop playing them because the routine of keeping the cameras going used to piss me off because I would keep dropping the ball and like fuck because they always keep catching me out during the last hour. So yeah, But if you guys haven't played that or interested in seeing it, definitely check it out. Hello, what's this? Apple. I'm not interested in Apple Plus. Fuck off. All right, Guy Fawkes, Blood and Fire teaser. Legendary historical figure gets a horror makeup. We got another legendary character getting a makeover. All right, yeah, 5th of November for anyone who doesn't live in the UK. That's Guy Fawkes Night, which is like the annual fireworks thing to celebrate the situation with Guy Fawkes. And if you remember, guys, there was a movie that came out not too long ago that had that kind of vibe called V for Vendetta. You know the one I'm talking about, James. But anyway, Guy Fawkes' Blood and Fire transforms the legendary historical figure into a supernatural terror. There's a teaser trailer dropped below. I'll post that to you in a second, James. The film's being described as blending historical horror with contemporary dread in the vein of the Ninth Gate, Da Vinci Code, coupled with the Omen-style folklore. Interesting combination. In the movie, where an ancient mask is unearthed during the excavation on a construction site, it triggers a terrifying series of deaths by spontaneous combustion. Kind of like South Park. In an instance, investigator and a psychic medium must uncover the terrifying truth of an evil prophecy dating back hundreds of years to prevent the spirit of Guy Fawkes from opening the gateway of hell, ripping apart the fabric of time itself. Benjamin David directs from a script done by Dominic Pilfer. Jonathan Skovcott produces from Shogun Films. I'm looking at the cast. I don't recognize some of the cast members. But apparently this is going to be some kind of supernatural horror with those combination elements to it. I'm going to send you the trailer right now, dude. The trailer is only 53 seconds, so this is like literally a teaser-made trailer, and it looks like it's filmed in the UK as well because I recognize the location there are right from the jump. Okay, here you go. Trailer coming up. Let's see what you think. Let's see if anybody's said anything in the chat box. Nothing there at the minute.
Okay. Give me a second.
I haven't seen it myself yet, so I'm going to wait for your reaction on it. But apparently this teaser only came up 7 hours ago.
Is that the Halloween sound effect that just put? All right, never mind.
I don't know. Again, I've not looked at it myself yet.
Jesus.
Let me guess. It looks cheap, right?
I'll forgive it. It looks okay. Looks okay. Nothing I would run to go see.
I'll probably if it ends up on Amazon Prime, I'll take a look at it. All right. We got now here's some big news that dropped on Bloody Disgusting 24 hours ago. Let's see how you feel about this one. So, Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz are getting back together to do a 4th Mummy movie, which is being directed by the duo that did the recent 2 Scream movies.
Interesting.
Now, this is a surprise because it's been 18 years since the last one, which was that Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. But anyway, Brendan Fraser-led Mummy franchise that kicked off in 1999 is coming back to life with a brand new movie, which has Brendan Fraser starring in it. Rachel Weisz is back in it, and it's being directed by the duo that did Radio Silence. This is the first installment since 2008, and the screenplay is being written by David Cogshall, who did the prequel for Orphan. Okay, so this is going to be a direct sequel to the previous movie that came out many years back. Let me see what's going on here. So yeah, this is before Tom Cruise was cast in a similar role for that Universal failed. You remember that Mummy movie that Tom Cruise in? That movie was a flop.
Trash.
Thank you for pointing that out. So of course, Brendan Fraser, who was the lead role in the original Mummy franchise trilogy that came out, playing as Rick O'Connell, is interested in coming back and doing another one. So we don't know much about the script. This has only just been announced. But the previous movie that came out in 2008, which was, again, like I said, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, which had Jet Li in it, that movie grossed about $403 million. There hasn't been another one since. So this is the only piece of news we've dropped on this. Brendan Fraser's like 56 now, if memory serves me right. How old is Rachel Weisz now? I haven't seen her in a movie since fucking... Last movie I saw her in was Constantine. So it was a while ago since I've seen her in anything. Hang on. Yeah, Rachel Weisz, she's 55, and judging from this recent photo she was at the Venice Film Festival, she still looks bloody hot.
He does.
That's a surprise. Yeah. And of course, yeah, like I said, Brendan Fraser is 56. His movie career has had a bit of a resurgence in the last couple of years after appearing in that movie that Darren Aronofsky did called The Whale, if you remember seeing that
Great
one.
movie, great performance. I'm happy Brendan Fraser's winning. Fuck his ex-wife, by the way, that piece of shit bitch.
What does she do?
She's pretty much the one that got him blackballed from the industry.
Oh, that's what happened?
Yes.
I was wondering why I haven't seen him in a long time in films.
Yeah, she was fucking evil.
Damn. Because I know he was in that DC TV series Doom Patrol, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, but Brendan Fraser,
Yeah.
I'm happy he got a research, but this man he should have been on a top A-list star a long fucking time ago. I'm happy it's happening now, though.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm actually pretty glad that he's coming back to do another Mummy film. There was another movie he did.
Probably needs to lose some weight, but yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah. There was another movie he was in years ago. I remember watching it on TV by accident one day. He was what was it fucking called again? Passion something. Passion of Darkly Noon. I remember seeing him in that one, and that was a fucking good role he had in that film. Very dark, too. But yeah, it's nice to see that Brendan Fraser's having a career resurgence. Definitely looking forward to seeing this new Mummy movie, especially with the fact that you got the guys who did this, Radio Silence involved in this. Yeah, this is going to be... This one's going to be pretty fucking cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that. No doubt about it. And I swear to God, if that Apple Plus advert keeps popping up on my bloody disgusting feed, I'm going to shout.
Okay, look, we got one more time, bro. Look, he's playing about the damn Apple thing, bro.
I can't. It keeps popping up, man. All right. Robert Englund here, who recently got his name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Shout out to him, by the way. I'm glad he's finally got his flowers. He's talking about the idea of playing Freddy Krueger again, but in an animated form.
Oh, okay.
Like an animated series or something.
Okay.
And he also, on Bloody Disgusting here, recently dropped his thoughts on why we haven't seen a new Elm Street movie in 15 years.
We know why. Go ahead.
Okay, hang on. Let me get to it. But yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, guys, it has been 15 years since we've even seen Freddy Krueger hit the big screen. The last time was that 2010 remake. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's on our podcast. We did an episode of that not too long ago. And yes, that remake was not very good. But anyway, I'm just trying to get where it says here. Anyway, Robert Englund tells IndieWire in a new chat that there were so many people involved who had a piece of the action. When Wes passed away, he left an awful lot of rights to his estate. He has many, many rights and worked out between the characters, titles, and names and plots and things like that. And New Line Cinema obviously had a big hand in it. And as much as that was surrendered to Ted Turner, and then that went to Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers has a huge piece of it. And he knows that Michael Bay has been involved in it with some interest also with, Blumhouse wants to get his hands on it. How do you feel about the idea if Blumhouse gets it?
I don't want Blumhouse touching another horror property.
Well, I would just say just keep an eye on it. But anyway, he says that he reckons that he thinks the 2010 remake was premature. He loved a lot of the actors that was in the movie, so he's not going to say anything bad about that. He just thinks the timing was off. So he said what England would choose to do with the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise for the next installment. He said he knows eventually they're gonna do a reboot of the franchise, and he tells IndieWire that he think he can do a part 2 as a standalone and really get into the subtext of Freddy's manipulating Jess and playing with his subconscious. And he also adds that his theory that would be you don't go near Nightmare 1 again. Yeah, keep the fuck away from the first movie. The first movie is a fucking classic. There's no need to even bother remaking that. Don't even do it. Either do a prequel or start with Dream Warriors, which is the biggest success the franchise has had and is, of course, a fan favorite. So he said he would do 3, 4, and 5 and reboot them, and then to end the franchise, do a prequel. That's what Robert Englund's saying here. What do you think about these ideas on that?
How about just leave them alone, leave them where they are?
Could do that, but as you know, they're gonna try and bring it back.
Leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Leave them alone.
I know. You say leave it alone, but you know.
Actually, no. I take that back. Okay, maybe 5 and 6. Maybe reboot those. Those are the piece of shit movies of the franchise. Well, 2, 3, 4, leave it alone. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe 4. I love 4. That's my favorite one. But if you want to reboot 4, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But
well, he's talking about the idea of doing a reboot of 3, 4, and 5. That's what he's hinting there. I also heard he was saying about who he would like to see play Freddy Krueger, and a name that
Jim Carrey, like I heard that too.
Would that work? Would it?
When you watch it, you're going to see Jim Carrey, not Freddy.
Yeah, you got a point there.
It'll be Jim Carrey in makeup. It would not work.
So who could play him? The only other person I could think of would probably
it has to be an unknown. Has to be an unknown.
Yeah. I agree too. Right? Definitely go with an unknown.
Because with an unknown, it'll be less pressure a little bit to the expectations.
You got a point there. Yeah, absolutely. They should definitely cast an unknown for that one, no doubt about it. But whether they'll do that or not, or take a chance with it, that all depends on who's involved in making the movie. Who
was an unknown. Do it for somebody else.
Yeah, and also get someone who respects the franchise and is willing to do something different with it and make it its own thing. Otherwise, we're going to end up with another shit show like the 2010 remake. And we don't want that again.
Hell no.
No, we definitely fucking don't want that again. Come on, man. Okay, what do we got going on here? Is there any more? Man, I can't believe fucking Predator Badlands is a PG-13. And you're not going to believe what age rating it's going to be in the UK, dude.
What?
It's a fucking 12. Which is our version of PG-13.
They cut the Predator's nuts off. They cut his nuts off.
Like,
his nuts off.
I get that it's in their home planet, and I know there's no humans going to be in it, but
it's not meant for the kids. It's not meant for the kids. They're making it for the kids.
This is the first.
The RoboCop in this thing. The RoboCop in this thing.
This is the first time I've seen a Predator movie in the main canon series with this age rating. How?
You're about to see the most sissy ass Predators of all time, bro.
And apparently, according to Rotten, let me see, I think they had a premiere at Rotten Tomatoes. Let me see. I'm gonna see if there's any reviews for this. Hold on. Let's see if people's opinions is the same as ours. Oh, fuck. You ready for this, James?
Go ahead.
Right. So far, there's no audience reviews just yet. These are critic reviews based on Rotten Tomatoes. 99 reviews. Right now, it has an 88% approval and is certified fresh.
Of course.
I'm reading some of these critics right now. One here says, this is from Slant Magazine, the action is horrifying, inventive, and heart-pounding, but it's also the least surprising part of Predator Badlands. One here says, the takeaway I think is applicable to beings all across the universe. Sometimes the things you want the most are not worth wanting, and until you figure that out, you'll never be free. That's what one person says here. One person says here, best movie in the series. Well, I was gonna go see this in the cinema, but I'm gonna wait until this comes on Disney Plus. I'm gonna wait until this comes on Disney Plus. I'll watch it there. Will we do a watch along of it? We probably will, and we're probably not going to enjoy it.
You will. You will. Look, I gave up on the Predator franchise a long time ago. Okay, I don't like either of the MVP movies. I don't like Prey. I don't like Alien. Not Predator. Predators. I don't like. Again, last Predator movie I enjoyed was 2. That was 30 years ago. Think about that.
Well, as you know, dude, we're probably going to go through all of these at some point. I mean, that's what we've been doing with some of these franchises already. So we have to, dude. That's the rules, man. We have to. Man. Sequel policies, man. It's the policy, man. It's nothing we can do.
Man, fuck what they did to Aliens and fuck what they did to Predator. I hate what they did to them.
Oh, God forbid when we eventually get around to Alien 3. It's coming, dude. At some point, you know it will. We already started with Aliens.
That might be the show, and that might be the show, but that may end this podcast, bro. I promise you, I will not control myself.
Well, what do you think it's going to be like when we eventually do Halloween Ends? How do you think I'm going to be reacting to that?
Touché.
Yeah. Okay, here's another bit of news here. Kerry Lewis, the guy who played Dr. Gordon in the Saw franchise, he says that he is open to the idea of coming back to doing that character and returning to the Saw franchise now that James Wan is back on board.
Did his character die?
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. All right.
I won't go into spoilers. We'll get to that when we get to there. But yeah, the original Saw star, Kerry Lewis, told Direct that he would be for sure interested in returning as Lawrence Gordon now that James Wan is back on board. After the Saw franchise became a global hit, grossing $104 million on $1 million budget, Lewis filed a lawsuit against the film producers, claiming he did not receive a percentage of the net profit he was owed. The case was settled out of court. He did have a small appearance in Saw 3D, which was the 7th movie. I'm not going to go into spoilers because I know you've not watched it yet. Jason Blum recently said that Wan will be hugely involved because, in case you didn't know, James, Blumhouse Studios now owns the Saw franchise.
Hilarious.
And James Wan is back on board, which is part of it. And they're now currently working on the 11th installment. Because the reason why this happened, folks, for anyone who's not been following it, the producers of Lionsgate and Twisted Pictures couldn't get their shit together in agreeing with something. And then there was a bidding war between the studios, and now Twisted Pictures no longer owns the Saw franchise. So that studio right now is pretty much dead in the water because the 2 other films they've done outside of the Saw movies have not been well received. So that studio, I don't think is going to last long now without the Saw franchise. So now you got Blumhouse taking it over. My concern, though, is will they water it down? Because now you've got a major studio owning it. Lionsgate still owns it too. They own 50%, and Blumhouse owns 50%. And James Wan is now got creative control back on it again. So, And we know they're working on an 11th installment. Some people say this might be the final installment in the series. I kind of doubt that, but we'll have to wait and see. All right. Any more bits of news? Let's see. Fuck off, Apple. Okay. Scrolling down. I saw somebody that looked a bit crazy. Let me look that up. I gotta scroll down to find it. Here it is. Right. We have a Japanese splatter horror movie coming out called Geisha War, which is being directed by the guy who did Tokyo Gore Police. Oh, shit. I've seen that movie, Tokyo Gore Police. I know how crazy that movie is and how gory it is. So if it's going to be from that guy, I know what to expect. But anyway, fresh off this year's brand new movie, Holy Mother, what's his name? Yoshihiro Mishimura, who did Tokyo Gore Police, is now gearing up for another new one. His next is titled Geisha War, production has wrapped up filming from Girls and Corpse Films. The concept was to bring an American actor to Japan to make this Yoshihiro's first Japanese-American co-produced film, which explains producer Robert Ryan, and is got who's casted in this? Hang on. Okay, hang on, James. Yeah, it's going to be starring Kotas Mandalore, who was in the Saw movies for an American-led Charmel. The upcoming Japanese action horror movie Geisha Wars, rival bosses of Japanese Yakuza and American Mafia fight for control over a historical brothel in Geisha Street in Yoshihara. The historical pleasure quarter of the old Edo Tokyo blood is shed like fountains. Yeah, if you guys have not seen Tokyo Gore Police, I can assure you right now, you're in for a major fucking splatter fest. Will I check this new movie out? Absolutely. No release date yet, but once they drop a trailer for it, I'll definitely post it up for you guys to see. Right, one more bit of news, and then we've got to get the fuck out of here. Apple, I'm not interested. Fuck off. All right, what we got? I'm just seeing if there's one that catches my eye. Okay, what we got here? Oh, okay. Legacy. Get off. Right. Legacy's Angelica Houston returns to horror in a 30-day, and the new horror movie that's being directed by the guy that did 30 Days of Night. Oh, okay. David Slade, the director of 30 Days of Night, Hannibal, Black Mirror, Banderas, and Dark Harvest, is back in the horror genre with his next movie, Legacy. And Deadline reports that Angelica Houston, who was in The Addams Family and The Witches, will be making her return to the horror scene with this movie. Lucy Hale, Truth or Dares, and Jack Wetno, who was in Jungle Cruise, will star in this movie. The mysterious horror project being described as a harrowing 24 hours surrounding two siblings and the passing of their estranged father. Stay tuned for more information as we learn from it. Thomas Buller, who wrote the screenplay for David Slade's Legacy, said in a statement, "I'm excited to be bringing this project to life, and I'm loving working with Lucy, Jack, and Angelica, and an underlying universal themes of fatherhood and family bonds spoke to me on their own experience directly." So we don't know much about the plot, but the fact that you got Angelica Houston coming back to the horror genre and the guy that directed 30 Days a Night involved in this could be worth checking out. Expectations on this one?
Sounds good.
Definitely want to keep an eye on the news for that one. And that's all the movie news we got for now, folks. And we'll have some more again soon.
All right, awesome. Great job. Great job, Paul. And before we get out of here, going to take another quick commercial break. I got to do something here really quickly. But I do, want to send a shout out. It's holiday season. It's getting cold out. It's getting cold out here, and if there's one thing that you need, that is warmth. And I know one way to get warmth is something that Paul likes, and that is big women. Shout out to the big women who drop a loaf of G.
Shit. Taught to us by our very own pastor, Pastor James, when we was just this little.
Free Pastor James.
My man loves me. He provides for me. He protects me. So tonight, I'm gonna drop it low just for him. Drop it low for Jesus. Keep the Lord in mind. When you're dirty wine, drop it for Jesus. In the club, shake it to the floor and show it love. I'm on the grind, cause for my sins he died. Cause I know I'll be at the pearly gates for show. I'll be in the number when the trumpet starts to blow. But tonight I gotta drop it low. Drop it low.
God loving music. Give it up again for what's your name?
Renita.
Renita, y'all. Yes. They will never be on this program again. That's enough dropping it low for Jesus and all our Christian viewers and our African American viewers. Please don't change the channel. All right, who's in the mood?
Why?
Hey, listen, listen, Paul. Look, we know how you get down, bro. We know how you get down, but it's okay. It's okay. Just embrace it. Just embrace it. But
Fine, whatever.
but yeah, so Paul, tell us what movie that we're going to be watching next week for episode 129 of the
All right, we're gonna be dropping into the horror territory again, guys. We're gonna be checking out one of my favorite entries in this particular series. This one came out in 2006, and it was hot off the heels of the success of the 2003 remake. So my next pick, folks, is going to be the unrated version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. And what have you got?
Now if we did this in our regular you pick one, I pick one format, I would be hitting on the 26th, which is the day before Thanksgiving. And but because Paul is doing two movies, that kind of messes up a little bit. So for the 19th, I'm taking a completely different turn.
Oh, are we?
Away from horror, going completely in a different direction. Being that's Thanksgiving time.
Oh, I think I know what this might be.
Being that's Thanksgiving time, I figured why not do one for the sake of Thanksgiving. Not only the greatest Thanksgiving movie ever, but in my opinion, one of my favorite movies, period, ever.
I know what this is. I got a feeling I know what this is.
Yes. And on the 19th, a week before Thanksgiving, we will be watching, in my opinion, one of the funniest fucking movies ever. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh, fuck yeah. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Let's go, dude. That's a classic. I love that movie.
Yes. Starring Steve Martin and the late, great John Candy.
Bring it on.
Directed by the late, great John Hughes, which
okay.
I miss that guy. I miss that guy so much, man. Him, Harold Ramis, that era of comedy, I miss so much, man.
Dude, you can't beat that type of comedy back in the day. They don't make them like that no more.
They really don't. And it's funny. The only reason why Planes, Trains, and Automobile is rated R, the only reason it's rated R is because of that one scene, and that's Steve Martin crashing out at the airport. That's the only reason.
Yeah, you can drop that fucking smile off your fucking face. I want a fucking car. And when I mean a fucking car, I mean a fucking Toyota, a fucking Mustang, a fucking Corvette. You're just giving it fuck. I want my
fucking wheels in a seat.
Yeah, I want me fucking car right fucking now. Oh boy, what? You're fucked. You're messing with the wrong guy.
That's such a great scene. Such a great scene.
Yeah.
So that will be episode 130. We'll be playing Trains and Automobiles. So let's go ahead and wrap this shit up. Let's get the fuck out of here. Paul, tell people where they can find you.
All right, if you're on Facebook, guys, Paul Burt's Photography Corner, we got a whole bunch of photos there. We had a recent Halloween drag show going on, 2 metal gigs coming up this weekend, so look out for those photos in the upcoming week. You want to see some horror movies? Support Indie Horror, really cool horror group there. We have now crossed 10,000 followers. 15 years is the 15th anniversary this month, and that's a huge milestone, man. I'm happy about that. You can find me on Instagram, Paul Gorehound Burt. You can find me on TikTok as well. And if you're on Blue Sky, you'll find me there too.
And where you can find me, you see on the ticker at the bottom there, that's scrolling across your screen. That's where you can find me. I'm tired of repeating the shit. It's right there.
Yeah, what he said.
But it's right there. Jay Timpson 1193 on Twitter. Primetime Podcast from my other YouTube channel. If you want to donate to the channel, PrimePod 313. Again, PrimePod 313 is the official cash app for this channel. And Paul, let's get on out of here, man. So that's gonna conclude episode 129 or 127. Is it 127? It's 127, right?
Let me check. No, it's 128.
128 of the Primetime Gorehounds. Let us know your guys' thoughts. Let us know your guys' thoughts on Trick or Treat 1986. Do you guys like the movie? Do you guys dislike the movie? Let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like, subscribe button. Share the video. All that fun stuff. And have yourselves a great week. Great weekend. Enjoy that fall weather. And we are out. Later.
You so-called Christian-looking whores, jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around, all on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws, all this fake hair, breast implant, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute. Amen. Yeah, man. Go to church now. Go to church. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe. Amen. Am I right, sir? Talk to me. Yes. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. A man that's a real man don't want his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman? Amen. Or claim you the Christian? Christian with skin-tight pants, showing the very shape of your birth canal. Going to some church with the shape of your birth canal exposed in public and jeans all up the backside of your behind, carrying a Bible. That's right. Going to church. That's right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Don't show your birth canal. And stop dressed like a Christian. Stop dressed like a whore. It's holiday season. Do better, folks. Later.
See you soon.